Oi, oi, it is showtime. It is wiggly flat thumbs time. And we're celebrating. We're celebrating making it this far into the week. And what legends we are for doing so. All is well in the universe, I hope. Good, good. It will be. Because it's Flaterday. Okay, it is Truthtainment time. Okay. Martin is taking all of the reins. I'm going to take you for a crazy ride tonight. Inspired, strangely, a bit like Martin Luther King, who I basically am on top of now in Google searches. Martin Luther King, he had a dream. You remember his dream? Well, I had a dream as well. I had a dream about that large white ball called the Rover that you see on my thumbnail. I was sat here in my dream, and it came down the street, and it was quite vivid, the dream. But before that dream, I had a dream where I was told to follow the signs and take notice of signs. And it gave me some examples of signs in my dream as well. So I was like, all right, then. So I'll do that. I'll definitely be looking out for signs. You know, because some people could think, you know, well, what fucking difference does it make? Dreams, man. Dreams are just weird, you know, bits of discombobulated stuff. File systems and stuff. But I think there's more going on. I've had precognitive dreams. I think dreams tip me off. So I'm going to think there was something in there. So I looked into the meaning of said white ball, the Rover. I think this is the Rover Led Zeppelin was singing about on Physical Graffiti. Yeah, definitely think that. Anyway, so I'm not sure what it is, if it is technology or if it's sentient or whatever it is. It will fuck you up if you are my new word of the week. And I'm going to introduce this into my dialogue in public. Okay, I think the AI shit this one up. I quite like it. And I think I am it. Recalcitrant. Recalcitrant. I am recalcitrant, which means I'm not very good at going like with what I'm told and what authority keep telling me to do and stuff. And I've been like it since my earliest age. Now, I don't think it's a mental state. I think it comes from pure intellect and being able to read the environment that I live in and seeing liars for what they are. Okay. So I'm being a good detective in all of this truth again. Yeah. And YouTube was fantastic. Plus, I took 500 milligrams of fuck it all. That helps. That is actually an invisible substance that you breathe in the ether. It's called fuck it all. It works. So dream signs, the big white ball, the meaning of the big white ball, and the symbolic meanings in the series of The Prisoner. I am not a member. I am a free man, although he shouts a lot, and I haven't seen the series in years. And the women in it are awesome, by the way, but it's the only thing worth watching. And the absolutely fantastic architecture in the very mysterious village in North Wales. So there's the Welsh theme right there of Porthmarion, where they filmed the TV series in the 1960s, Prisoner, 1967, the year of the Summer of Love, the year where Marticus came into the world. Yeah, there was a ginormous thunderstorm. The nurses were like, oh shit, what is this? And all of that's become quite apparent, actually, I think. So we're going to talk a little bit about some of that. And we're going to go into basically Porthmarion itself, because it's a place I really want to go. I've been on to my mates for years to go there because it's actually in Wales, although because I'm from South Wales, it's like you need a passport to go to North Wales. I know zero about the place. I've never really been there except once, where I took the jetty out in a ship that wasn't down to me. It was a long story. Don't worry too much about it. So later on, I'm going to share some stuff. We're going to think about something that we've been thinking about, like all of us, probably since we were a child, when all of this started to make sense, probably because of movies. And you see, like, you know, death in movies, don't you? It's like, Mum, it's like, what? It's like, you know, Bambi. It's like, yeah. Will it come back to life? It's like, no, it's dead. What do you exactly mean by dead? Well, it's no longer living. It's gone forever from here. You mean Bambi's gone forever? Yeah. meh. You see what I mean? It's Bambi's not gone forever. I'm sure Bambi comes back, actually, in this case. So we'll have a little think about, because we're getting onto the meaning of life. And I'm working out a new philosophy in my Brian, okay? New philosophy for hacking the realm and navigating the realm. So things that I thought were important to me, maybe as little as 2 years ago, now I wouldn't want at all. Because you got to be careful what you wish for in this place. And you got to, take note of what you're thinking and putting out into the ether is a big lesson that I have learned in the last year or two. I've learned so many lessons. I feel like a completely new person. That's not me saying I've been cloned. Definitely me. I got that hair growing out there on my forehead. If that disappears, something's going on with my clone. Have anybody been watching the Boys series? I fucking love the Boys. It's brilliant, isn't it? So I just want to mention briefly that I watched episode 4 last night, and they had a convention on there, and they had Flat Earth on there. They had Flat Earth, and the new superhero, who is really quite sexy, actually. Her name is I can't remember now, but anyway, she's a truther. Although she's doing like all like Holly weird, Pizzagate, and all of that subject. But they actually call out Tom Hanks and Oprah Winfrey in the movie. Although they did put it in the realm of all truthers are potty. So we're going to talk about the white bar. We're going to talk about loads in this. Later on, we're going to look at some alchemical stuff. We're going to look at some images of, these are awesome, these images I dug up, 1871 of the Dead Sea, which is like the Dead Sea Scrolls, which is the Iceni, yeah, which is that shit going down. Jesus hung around there for a bit, picked up some of his magical skills, picked up a flying carpet, or a piece of a flying carpet. I think that's all you need, is a piece of a flying carpet. It's got magic dust you get in the desert. With I don't know, it might not be true. It's just something I heard in the grapevine. Lots to look forward to in the Flat Earth British realm. I'll give you all. Martin, are you the dude I met in Glastonbury? Was robbed all the tents on site? No, I did accidentally blow up a tent in Glastonbury. This is a true story. An army tent with all the people from Penarth and stuff, and we're all in the tent, and we wanted to get a little mix together. So Martin volunteered to change the gas bottle for the cooker. So I almost instantly seen my error, because I seen all of these clouds of like vapor coming out the top of the gas bottle with a hole. And I looked in front of me at the candle, and I almost instantly put 2 and 2 together, gas and candle, explosion. And it did. It was a large fireball. That can, Helen, this one girl, Helen, she sat there with her hair on fire. I don't know why I'm laughing. That's not the worst part of it, actually, guys, because this is the worst part of it. Is the boys, from Penarth, they had a big 4x12 Marshall amp, speakers, 4x12 speakers, and on top of it, they had a reel-to-reel cassette, and they were playing like really loud reggae. They had a pail of water, like a big thing of water. We used to stick our head in the morning in Glastonbury, like to wake ourselves up, like, yeah. So I picked up the bucket of water and I ran in the tent and I threw it out the fire that had already disappeared, and it landed on the on the music, on the reel-to-reel, and it went and stopped. And then we all had to sit outside because there was a flood in the tent, and then it pissed down with rain. So I ran away. I thought they might murder me, but actually he said, Martin, that was the best trip we ever had. You was awesome. Thank you for everything that you didn't do with not killing us or anything. So yeah, that's a funny little tale, isn't it? Yeah. It's not the only crazy thing I've done in Glastonbury. I'm going to show you over that. So yeah, my mate had a Marshall amp and 4x12 in his living room in Ely. But like the neighbours, like 3 streets away, were complaining, my God, it rattles the windows, playing Yellow on a actual 4x12. I know, Kay. Oh my God, we do have a laugh. Hi, Shiva, love. What's going on, my brother? It's best not to take life too seriously, I'm finding. That's what I'm finding as I'm getting older. And I'm getting wiser. I'm definitely getting wiser. I'm watching, everyone, on the internet, the media, the social media, which is getting really dangerous, by the way it plays people. And it's playing people like a fiddle in Britain. It's really quite amusing. If Hitler was alive, he would love all this. I do. And all that's happening, with Trumpski in the elections and stuff. And that's the reason I can't mention Toes. Apparently, that's why I got my video taken down before. Anyway, cut a long story short, in the film The Prisoner, it's a constant. We want to vote for a number. He's number 6, by the way, but they want a number 1 all the time. But they change number 1 constantly. Like they just shit this new guy out of nowhere. Where the fuck did he come from? They had one called Theresa May for about 3 weeks. But that was quite amusing when the Australians were, they were doing the royal funeral and then the Prime Minister got out of the limousine and the Australian newscaster goes, yes, some Sheila here. I don't know who she is. It's like, yeah, nobody does. Don't worry about it. But they shit him out. And it shows you in The Prisoner about the bullshit that is the democratic process of voting because it's all fiddled like sports. And that, whatever that weirdness is in Paris, is too icky for me to look at. I can't look at anything like that. It gets in my head. It's like, I can't. I've got wash. I can't even look at that dark, weird, icky, fucking nasty shit. Don't know what's going on over there, but they can carry on with all that because it doesn't bother me. In fact, the whole world can carry on doing the crazy shit that it has always been doing. Guys, there is nothing new under the sun. They just roll out. They're not even inventive with these narratives. They roll out the same shitty narratives every single time. So years ago, back in the 80s, Ronald Reagan took a slug for the country. Now they got Trumpski taking a slug for the country. Okay, war in the Middle East. They've always been war in the Middle fucking East. It's what they bloody do. And everywhere else in the world as well, where there's troubles, there's always that sort of thing going on anyway. And the media, they just focus on that and they show you, it's really bad. There's a video out there, right? People in my area are fuming. There's a guy who goes around British cities and he pulls like, the scummiest area in this city and that. And he came to my area and he was saying, he didn't focus on none of the good bits, which I'd had loads of. It's lovely where I live, okay? He focused on all the bad bits, the odd house that had a fucking mattress in the garden, which you're going to get anyway in Chafton. So, that, that's normal. So, and he couldn't even say the words where I live. But I tell you what, the Ely boys, you want to see his comments, they ain't fucking happy with him. I think he's banned from fucking Cardiff for like ever. So, yeah, Wales, they didn't really do all of that weirdness, the rest of the country. I think it's their issues. We're not really doing that. I think we're a bit, after all of that weirdness that I went on a few years ago, but they didn't give a fuck about where I live, by the way. I think they really don't get mind controlled that easily by the media here in Wales because they don't really, everything's just been lovely. Cardiff is awesome. It's the best city in the world, actually. I've been to quite a few of them. I should do a show recapping my last 2 years because I have been about. I've been about, guys. I've done a lot in the last 2 years. I've done a lot this year alone. I will continue to do a lot. So exciting news. You all ready? Okay. How many of you are in the chat? I hope you're all gathering. Okay. 250 of you. Okay. No, Martif didn't start if I was going to put Kathleen. I made a mistake. I was going to go back. But it doesn't matter anyway. Taxi yellow. Okay. Taxi blue. You blew it. Okay. See how I won that there? So, yeah, later on, we're going to ponder about death. That'll be fun. And then we're going to look at some images. And my images of the day are really cool as well. And there'll probably be maybe 1,000 images in this for us to scroll through and do our usual Flat Earth British Truthtainment show, which is a whole genre of entertainment. So, all is really actually groovy in the world. Just don't focus on any of it. Let them all carry on anyway. This is just me and my mentality, yeah? Racism's retarded. It's really fucking stupid. I can't imagine any person that I want anything to do with casting out any family onto the street, no matter where they're from, because it's just fucking people trying to survive. And, you know, my soul, that don't sit pretty with my soul. So it's just all that unpleasantness and unkindness that has all been orchestrated by the very unpleasant establishment. And the pit people against one another, but they're a bit dozy, so they're like, they can't fucking see the woods for the trees, and they get played. And that is what's happening in this country on a biblical level, apparently, because that's what the news says. Oh, thanks, Kurt. Look at that. A nice name. And there is our lovely India. Today we have got on the we've got cute animals, birds and butterflies and stuff as backdrop. Awesome nature. Okay. Hippie shake. Missed you more. This is my brother D'Angelo. Hocus focus pocus. Listen, what's happening? See all of this distraction, which they're doing because the election's happening. So you've got all of that. Weirdness is happening here. Weirdness is happening there. Oh, Brian. Listen, these riots they're having now, these are pussy riots, yo. Listen, I'm from the 1980s. We rioted like fuck in the 80s. You should have seen Lewisham. You should have seen Toxteth. Yeah, you should have seen Moss Side. You should have seen Brixton. They was riots that lasted months. Yeah, these fucking things. Everyone's there with their phones and shit. It's like when they go to a concert. Yeah, they don't even watch the concert. They watch the concert through their mobile phone. Yeah, they don't even watch the concert. And they do the same now. They're there with their phones. Oh, let's spread all of this. Let's do their job of fear for them. Fuck. Anyway, but that's just the way I'm wired because I'm an Ely boy, and we don't actually get like bullied in any way because we just don't put up with that shit, and we look after one another. We're kind people, The people in Ely where I live, they give you the last penny. They give you the last penny. They're the salt of the earth. And that level of kindness, which I get here, which is why I'm here, is missing elsewhere. Like, I was in the mode of, fear. Only a few years ago, guys. You know why? And thought it'd be a great idea to bug out. And then I started to travel around, look for options, places to bug out. Yeah, going to Czech Republic, here, there, everywhere. Just looking at places to pick Texas. Look at places, where's, turns out like if there was an Armageddon, okay, Wales is on the top 10 list of survival places. To check out World War Z. Okay, the book tells you all about it now. Anyway, cut a long story short, yeah, the grass is not always greener on the other side. See me, yeah, I am standing in my own power. I feel safe being me. And if anything did go tits, yeah, I would be better off standing my ground, right where I am, with all my awesome peeps and posse. This is a safe place to be, not like other places. So, escaping the country is all good and well if you've got loads of money, but if you haven't got loads of money, you're just going to be like living in the shit. And I got bad back. I need a little bit of fucking comfort. I'm just saying. I've changed. That's just me. You guys do what you want in your life. I'm just saying that's me. That's what I'm doing. Is I'm going to repair myself after all of this 10 years of MK Ultra on fucking YouTube and getting my knickers in a fucking twist about stuff that was fucking bullshit in the fucking first place. Like fearing that the world's going, so I should run away. To survive what? To what will? And it's not going to happen anyway. Yeah. Agenda 20, remember that? Oh, no, because it's past, hasn't it? It's 24 now. So it's Agenda 30. They just go on to the next fucker. Yeah. And then they put it out there and people reading it and talking about it. It's like, oh, yeah, look at this, what they're going to do. It's like, no, this is what they're going to tell you they're going to do. It's like words on the internet. Words are swords, and words are more dangerous than any armies. I can assure you of that. It's just the level of truth out there, the truth of community, it's the outside world. It maybe does frown upon elements of it because it's just, some of it is just so fucking Just winds me up. It's just ignoring, what we've learned, that we are eternal, immortal souls, and we're just passing through. So what the hey? We should just be getting through this life, not worrying about what other fucking people are up to in their lives, guys. They're just struggling. Everyone's struggling. We just got to not think about it and worry about ourselves. What's the matter with that? And if somebody just crosses your path one day and they need a helping hand, fuck yeah. And that might come across your path, and you may need a helping hand one day, and it'll be there for you because it comes around. But all of that hateful mindset towards other people's, for example, blame games. Oh, my life's so shit, and I know who I'm going to blame. And then they'll just put it on another race of people because they don't want to look in the mirror. Maybe it's closer to home. Maybe because you're such a pussy and you consented. It's not you guys. I'm just talking generally to them, the population, because they consented to being a lesser person, be lessed, not standing in their own power and not knowing how truly powerful they really are, which we all are. Every single one of us here in this show tonight, we are truly awesome, powerful beings. Why would we even doubt that? Why would we even doubt that? Why would we do that to ourselves? It's a default. It's something in the program that picks away at you and tells you that's not true. It's not true. It's not true, but it fucking is true. We are powerful, awesome, powerful. We're like superheroes, guys. And that is what they fear more than anything. Keep everyone confused, talking about bully bullshit all fucking day instead of thinking about doing the work, finding out what they are, finding out what this experience is, knowing how to navigate it wisely, safely, and lovingly, and getting through to the other side. Because I can't honestly say what is on the other side of this, guys. My mother was in the camp of, oh, that's it, you're dead, one life. But I didn't share that feeling. And I had a religious epiphany, if you like, a spiritual epiphany, where it just came to me that we come back. And I said the word out loud, and I had an unbelievable rush, divine rush through my body. So because it resonated so deeply, I've gone with it. And the religion, or the aspects of the religion, of Krishna consciousness, which I was into when I was a young man, because even though the whole IceCon organization was them, because all like protests and all of that caper is all controlled by them. It's controlling the information, isn't it, guys? You're allowed to say some stuff, but you're not allowed to say too much. Okay, this is apparently the game. Okay, everybody's supposed to do pandaverse, what everyone else wants you to do, instead of what your soul is telling you to do. People asking the question of what's next, Matt? What do we do next? What we do next in this place is be the world you want to see out there. Change yourself, change your mindset, change your dumb beliefs. Know you're truly awesome. Know you can just be anything you want to be. Okay, but just set your aims correctly is all my advice can be. If you're looking for materialistic wealth in this place, well, best of luck. Enjoy it. Is there any spiritual grounding for getting to that? Maybe in some respects. Some people are spiritual and born wealthy. They can't help being born with a silver spoon, undoubtedly. But for spiritual growth, it's going to hinder it because you don't actually need anything to have everything. Some people are in a state of ecstaticism constantly. They feel like every single atom in their being is vibrating through love, compassion, and all of them groovy things they're not thinking about. They don't have wars and hate. It's laughable to them because they know they've stood in their own power and they're awesome, bionic people that'll just bounce bullets off like Neo did. One arm with Smith, like that. Smith's fuck off when he found out, when he knew. Smith didn't even have to try anymore, did he, Neo? transcendence. So we can all learn from one another. You know, I'm just sharing my combination of what I've learned in my 56, soon to be 57 years in this place. I've been sharing it live on YouTube, hopefully getting it right. You know, I do like to talk about anything really, and chuck them, you know, this one, for example, tonight is something completely different, but it will be enjoyable and very juicy. But you know, these are just craziest times I think the world's ever seen, really. But was it crazier in the past? No, because they never had social media. You know, you look back to just 1994. I was watching just In Excess earlier, live in Wembley. Fantastic, but no one had a phone in their hand. Everyone was jumping up and down. It was ecstatic. It was electric. It's dead. You can't go to concerts anymore. It's all fucking Illuminati, and it's them. You won't even get a live tour unless you played the game a few years ago, if you know what I mean. All of them people that get in tours now, they all towed the line and did all of that. But me being recalcitrant, they should have used that word in school for me, I think, because this is definitely going to be introduced in my terminology, because it's definitely what I am, and this is inherent deep into me. There hasn't even been a time when it's like, stop resisting. You know, resistance is futile. I get in my soul, I get no, I'm never going to give up. I'm never going to give up. I'm never going to give up until we see the change in the world that we all actually want. We don't want to go into a world that's like Mad Max worlds, do we? All ugly people and all nastiness and crying, do we? We want to go into a safe world for our children, our grandchildren to come, don't we? So this is what we're trying to do, because the world is not a nice place at the moment. I don't think it was. Well, it is nice if you mind your own fucking business and get on doing you. Because, like, I open the window every day and the birds are fucking tweeting. Oh, it's lovely. Squirrels chasing one another on the trees. Flowers. Nature. Depends what you're looking for in life, though. Spiritual perfection, spiritual growth, and learning. I'm definitely a work in progress. I found out in Portugal, Shalom, Louise. I found out that there are elements in me that actually, I shouldn't say this out loud. You're not supposed to. Bruce Lee said never say derogative things about yourself, but there's elements to me that did suck. It's like, fuck this, which didn't help me, because that attitude of being, you know, in a opposition to what you're going through creates the world you see anyway. So it just, all of these, like, oh, I fancy a cup of tea, going up to a cafe, and then they go closed. It was just all of these weird ass synchronicities, and it was us doing it. And I know this. Hiya, Lee, Flat Earth British subscriber channel. Good to see you, my old China. You're not no, I don't mean. Yeah, you're not meant to be perfect. No, because I got loads and loads and loads of. Well, I was going to say bad habits, but I don't think they're bad habits. Compared to what? You know, what is the benchmark for how I'm supposed to behave? To me, I fit than most people around, really, except my back's fucked. I could still breathe. Still relatively young in my mindset and stuff, because I don't go with the program, and I haven't got a TV set, so I don't watch Coronation Street or anything. Plants and energy. See, I guess really buzzed out going in the woods off trees. The man, they gives you that energy. You give them energy, they gives it back. That's where it's at. What's that, Dan? Synchronicities have read the Celestine. Yeah, read the Celestine prophecy. Yeah, I've seen the world. There was a mind experiment that I did years ago, before I'd even read or seen the film Celestine prophecy. And my friends did a mental experiment where I had to see myself sitting in a chair and wooden doors with windows in front of me painted white. Brass handles, described them pretty well, and I could mentally, visually see it. And then he said, open the step up, stand up, open the doors. What do you see? And I did it. And then boom, my mind just lit the fuck up. All of that color, like psychedelia. I mean, just intense, vibrant color. I went like that. He said, what do you see? I said, I'm in a garden. He said, some garden. I went, my God, just a mental experiment. Put me in that place of the Celestine prophecy. But that was about the vibration that I was in at the time, and the vibration, because, you know, it was releasing different things in my mind, putting me in a different state of consciousness, which you can do. You can do. My mate Droid, years ago, he's famous. He's on YouTube. He used to live in my street. He's an old hippie. Steve, the hippie. Awesome chap. He had a toad. He had a psychedelic toad that he kept licking. Old Droid. I had some funny neighbours. Sending loves and hugs, Dave. That's what it's all about, mate. Why the fuck not, anyway? Yeah. I hate parties that suck. Do you? I never let it happen. If I go into a party and everyone sat on the floor being boring ass, that's over with. Because guess who's you? Yeah. Party time. Yeah. Because I'll bring the party. Or rise above. Yeah. So special announcements before we get stuck into pictures and juice. Okay. Special announcements. I can confirm. This is exciting. I can confirm that the big four. Okay. And I don't mean four presidents in World War II. Okay, the big four. So Monday, as far as I know, at 10 p.m. UK time, which will be, I think, 4 p.m. Central American time. Myself, Campbell, who is also didactic, and as far as I know, confirmed, Paul Cook on Archaic's channel Monday night on Jason Archaic's channel, myself, Campbell, and Paul Cook. Don't shit the bed with excitement. Okay. I know. Calm down. So that'll be good. Hi, Maximus. Yeah, Rise Above Boys. Yeah, I hung out with them. Basically, they'd done rap, like singing, truth rap. And that was in Beautiful Sounds Festival in a tent. And it was awesome. I went and hung out with the Rise Above Boys. So yeah, I'm going on that show in a week or so. Keep an eye out. I did post a link early, but that was because they asked me. So we got loads of things to think about. Let me just find. Oh, these are from the Rise Above concert festival. Although they were luminous at the time. Sure plays a mean pinball. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, poor Elton John. Poor Michael Barrymore. So I hope you're all chilling now, because we're going to get stuck in. Okay, guys, this is what we do on a Flaterday night. If you're new to my channel, you're probably not new to my channel, but if you are, you're thinking, it's weird here, isn't it? It's like, yeah, I'm going to show you really strange stuff and lots and lots of odd images from antiquity. And we're going to have a little giggle later on, as is the nature of Flat Earth British. But first, I'm going to delve into my dream about, I was sat here in my dream, and I was looking down the road there, and there was a big white ball. I was like, fuck me, it's the ball out with the prisoner. And all this weird shit been going down every day on the fucking internet about riots and stuff. But I'm guessing, does this happen now because of the new law about misinformation or get the police not at the door? So does that include the Kaiser Chiefs? Because they got a record on their album called I Predict Death. I'm just wondering, because it's a bit of a weird law, that one. And this new Prime Minister, doesn't he have to pass bills and stuff in court? How come he keeps shitting laws out of nowhere? Joe Rogan seems to think we're in a communist dictatorship in Britain. I think everywhere is a communist dictatorship. Fuck me. Like everywhere at the moment. They're all in the same gang, aren't they? It's all weird. Don't like it. Such a different world compared to where we were. The 80s were awesome. So there's not many good bands around at the moment either, is there? Maximus, 7-0, Morley Logic. There was Paul Cookage. Our homie. I'm sure everybody's going to be grateful for all of us later on in history. Okay. Gary Feltham. Good news. Keep feeling him, Gary. Keep feeling him. Touching me, touching you. There he is. Great Antiquity Tech channel. There you are. So they're going to all have a good time, hang out, chew the fat, talk about things go down, Antiquity Tech and stuff. Mud Flood. Finny Doom. I like your name. Judy. Good to see you. My old brother, Psycho Dave. Give that little dog a stroke pet for me, please. Say Flat Earth British said, oh yeah. Dog from Dave. Woof. Joe. Striker, good to see you, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, they're strange, them games, isn't they? My God. I can't imagine the showers later. I bet they're fucking nuts. Fucking. Gumnut. Good day, Gumnut. Jason. Okay, I'll come back. We're gonna have a hangout and answer some questions. Yeah, the music's gone to shit since the 90s, mate. And the only good bands now are pensioner bands from the old days, aren't they? Go come back. They've even got fucking Limahl back. Yeah, Kaja fucking Goo Goo. Too shiny, shine, hush, hush. And he hasn't got that crazy hair anymore. Toe Rogan sucks. Machiavelli. Yeah, don't worry about all them. Let them do them. I'm sure all them people, like that one Jason can't stand. What's his name? That Will guy. He just was on about it. I just seen a thing on him yesterday. It was like he's released an Anunnaki film. Fucking. And he gave away sports cars and shit. This is fucking YouTube, not the mob. Give away sports cars. What the fuck? I'm just saying this. Alex, don't believe in gravity. Music went okay, and 80s. It did, bro. It did. Listen, concerts are just. Do you know what? My favorite bands are playing in Cardiff in April. One of my all-time favorite bands, Creedence Clearwater Revival, playing in Cardiff. We'll keep an eye on that because the last time they were going to play, a fucking thing happened and they didn't come here. They got New Order and the Charlatans. I've always liked the Charlatans, yeah, but it's all because it's all that. Yeah, they're fucking sniffer dogs and shit. I can't go. I just don't. I'm doing it. I can't. We need like them little funky festival that we had with all the truthers. That was the best time ever. We had a fantastic time. David Weiss was hanging out with us. David Mannell. Oh man, we just had a crucial time, guys. Should have been there. Next time, guys, make sure. Get on that train, Avidas. Hope everything's quiet in your neck of the woods. I went to Scarborough once. Then I had to go for therapy. Almost. My mum took me to see. Oh, did she, Vinny? I love some. Born in the Bayou is one of my all-time favourites. I so resonate with that, being a Welshman. So I got a little bit of a swampy area outside my high school where I lived when I went to school. So I used to think about putting on the Bayou when I was looking at it. It's actually more of a puddle or a pond. But, you know, bit of imagination. Fuck yeah. Gonna bring the hoodoo down here. Starcatcher, my mill China up in Scotland land. And the weirdest thing that happened to me regarding the Anunnaki was being on a beach when a guy looking at me asked, ayahuasca out of the blue, predicted to show me the site on the laptop. I wouldn't trust them fuckers, mate. They'd be fucking giving you scopolamine. You'd be doing weird sex stuff. Yeah, I wouldn't trust any of them. Fuck, you know, that's your ass, like literally. New S reset. Keep on Kajagook. Chaganuka choo choo. But Jason, man after my own hat. Thank you, my bro, for agreeing with me on that one. And Susie Q's really good, isn't it? Anyway, let's not do an appreciation for CCS right now. Maybe a bit later. Don't believe in gravity. I can't in the beginning, right? Everyone thought Alex was an American because he was so good at an American accent, a Texan accent. Classic. Got them. Yeah, don't worry about it. We only focus on the positive. I know it gets cliched and a bit boring. You want, some people always like, oh man, drop a few bombs, man. See a bit of death. Maybe later on, treat you. Okay. Check out. I want to see that new Deadpool. Do you know the new Deadpool? There's a Welsh pool on there. There's literally a superhero with a Welsh superhero suit. I noticed they didn't come and ask me to do that role. Yeah. Truth Seeker. Bob's fucking like John Wick of the Truther movement. Shroom season 2. Yeah, I know. I got an advent calendar on the wall, the max of the days. So the shrooms come. Yes, I did, Space Cunt. I know. Oh, I'm sure they're all not really nice people. So I'm not going to argue you. They're liars. Their bums are on fire. They're fibbers. So for that, naughty them. We're going to grass you up to the rest of the world for the lies you do. Okay, let's get stuck into the juicage. No, yeah, I had this crazy dream, man. Let me show you guys. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. Share a few images with you. Okay, Port Marion. This is a crazy place, guys. I was looking into the building of it. It's all Baroque architecture and a mixture of Italian flavour. With minarets. Oh, I'm coming back because there's a thing on my picture. I don't like that. Again, one of my little phobias of YouTube that I've adopted over the years. Don't ask me why. Okay. There. We start again. Look, I don't want your name in the picture. It's just somebody might want to screen save and stuff, and you might not want to have your name on somebody's screen save. So it's act of kindness also. Okay, Port Marion, nice name. There he is. Yeah, I got to tell you a strange story about this guy, Patrick McGowan. But I don't want to incriminate him, and he might be dead. He is dead, so I don't want to speak ill of the dead. But yeah, I could tell you something I know about him. He turned up in a nightclub in Cardiff years ago. I ain't telling the story, what I've heard. Thoughts on Fred Divner? Well, he never knew how to actually treat women, but he was a northern guy. So after 10 pints of dark, his poor old wife, I bet she got lashed about a bit. Yeah, he was brilliant at climbing, but his humanitarian skills were fucking useless. The guy sucked. But a British legend and a northern get. So what are you going to do, eh? See, the wife's got a black eye again. Mind your own fucking business. Oh, fancy. The old man give you a fucking slap later. Northern life. So there he is. So this ball, I'm not sure if it's conscious or what. They don't actually go into its technology. So it sniffs out dissent. What I mean by that is going against the paradigm. Now, the weirdest fucking thing. So do you know this new thing that's happened since 2020, this new world? I've seen elements of the series Prisoner in it. I'm not sure if they're using elements of this Prisoner series in the new paradigm because of the way people are dressing. They have like really plain, weird clothes on in this, and they do also in the modern day. I've noticed in parks, I'm like, where the fuck did you all get your clothes? There's me with a psychedelic shirt on, a red tag fucking Levi's. Everyone else is in like, I don't know where they pick up their clothes. I'm really weirded out about it, actually, guys. I understand things that get expensive, but fuck me, Anyway, check the architecture of this place in the background. It's all like Greco-Romano. It's got Baroque. It's got classical flavors. So yeah, this ball, it'll come and actually kill your ass. He does actually break out at that. Well, yeah, like I said, there's some nice women. You can get friendly with them, okay? And then they'll whisper, they're looking at us. They're spying on us. It's like, who? Them. So what happens? This guy's a secret agent, and he's like, well, I'm thinking on like giving up being a spy. So they send him away to this place. But in the series, he actually finds out the geographical location is apparently Portugal. But it's not. It was filmed in North Wales. But they got this certain style as well to it all. There it is, the weird thing that was in my dream. It means that I am, in fact, and I can't help this, recalcitrant, and it's inherent in me. So it's probably a medical condition or a mental state that I can't do it. Sorry, no, I'm not. Look how beautiful this place is. I definitely wouldn't mind going there. But looked into it a year or two ago, but all the weirdness came down, so couldn't go. I can't imagine them having too many Airbnbs in that area, but look at it. So high weirdness and a great place to choose for this 60s TV series. So anyway, yeah, so he finds out that he's in a village that he can walk freely in, but he can't go where he wants. So if he wanders off down the beach, the ball will come and bring him back. He can walk in the confines of the village, but he can't do what he wants. Now, isn't that just like what they're doing here with us? We can keep in the confines of our towns and villages. We can get on planes and direct routes, but we can't go to the other places. Dummy in chat. Dummy said maybe the northern centre bit is shitting out new land masses and the old land masses are in the south. Really, really good, that Dummy. That came from coined by Dummy. If it takes off and people thinks and makes videos about it, Dummy thought that just now. Amazing. Oh, look how beautiful it is. That's amazing. Look at all this old shit. So apparently, yeah, this old architecture between, they reckon, 1925 and the 1930s, buffed up and added to some existing buildings. But if you try and Google 1800s images of Port Marion, there's 3 images I can find. I can't find any images of any of this being built, considering it's in the age of photography. And this, actually looks a bit like Italian, or you've got the Tatarian little minaret thing going on. I'll give you that little Moorish feel on there. But look, so they have like games of chess with human beings, and there's a chessboard there, a giant one. I wouldn't mind trying that as well. I'm going to go on the chessboard for some YouTubia. It would be awesome. So yeah, he gets his knickers in a twist. Look, they did actually make him one for a little while, but he was only like he's always never going to submit. He's like John McVicker. He's like John McVicker in the movie. He just ain't going to give up. Okay, he's a non-fucking giver-upper. And he just lies to them, and all the while there he is scheming to get the fuck out. Now, isn't that what a lot of people are doing now? They're stuck in the village and they're stuck in their places and they're looking for ways to get out. Now, you can jump on a plane, but I can guarantee you they make it as hard as fucking possible. They fleece you for the money now with baggage and everything. They make it that it's really stinking and horrible environments, airports, and the queuing and the stress of fucking border control and the stress of it all, and the queuing, passport check, and then you get on your holiday or whatever, and you're like, fuck me, that was stressful. And they always are, because they're stressful environments, because they are meant to be. It's to put you off. It's like you can actually go away, but it's not going to be that easy. It's going to be stressed, unless you've got loads and loads of money, and then you can, get private jet. So yeah, there you are. So this program emulates real life. They have like the voting process where they vote for number 6 to be number 1, and they have a new number 1 who's replaced every time, just like they do in, well, I was going to say British society, but American as well. How many leaders, and look how weird it's getting on the leaders, man. Bring back Nixon. He was all right. Yeah. Yeah, he told the odd lie and that, but politicians, that's when they tell lies, when they open their mouths. But look at this. So there was a lot of follies, they call these buildings follies. They're all individually unusual and have features like no other building. So it'd be well worth looking at. And I'm sure these buildings are a lot more ancient than the The proposed age. But look at this, where they filmed it. And that clock tower looks like it should be in Florence or something. And then buildings as well look Italian. So yeah, I'm not going to go and watch the series again, actually, because I've seen it too many times. I've not watched her in years, but for it to show up in my... Oh, she's nice, that one. I've seen her before. For 60s birds, they're the best. What happened? Yeah. So there he was. Eve's series, if you don't know the premise briefly, Patrick Dodgy McGowan, just take it from me. All right. He's British intelligence officer. He don't want to do it anymore. They knock him out with a bit of gas in his Westminster home. And then he wakes up in a mysterious coastal settlement called the Village, surrounded by mountains on both sides and the sea. So he can't get out. He can't go nowhere. Okay. And he's a prisoner. But it's the same narrative. They use mind control techniques, hallucinogenic drugs, identity thief, mind control, dream manipulation. Now, funny, because when I was in Sagres recently, the lady we got talking to was telling us, giving us an outline of what the place was like. She said the fishermen there had shared dreams. And my dreams have been really weird since I got back. I don't know exactly. I brought something back with me from there, especially concerning my dreams. But I did go to Sacred, and it was the ends of Earth. And I'm a flat earther, or whatever that means. So yeah, I wouldn't class it as sci-fi, though. I class it as a bit of a guideline. There's this guy, right? Anyway, he made Porthmarion, apparently. It's in Gwynedd, where Maddock came from. Apparently, he was son of the king of Gwynedd, prince. Well, it's not remote, but there he is, Sir Clough. And Dan in chat was just saying that he has some sort of some sort of connection with Clough, which is interesting. But he's apparently built this between 1925 and 1975 in a Baroque style. Okay, and now it's owned by a charitable trust, Cadw. I actually worked for Cadw. When I was working on stonemasonry, I got to do the entrance for the Roman baths at Cairo Leon. We spent a beautiful hot summer, and I didn't really want to leave the village, so I'm guessing that I manifested this. They turned up, they were all posh in suits and shit, and they said, "Oh, it's really too good a work. Take it all down. It's got to look older." I was like, "What?" Okay, so we had to take all the entrance down, stone by stone, and rebuild it all, making it look older for Cadw, who are Welsh monuments. They suck, but all of them official types, they are covering up so much, and it's all them every time. They look like the religious people. I went to the Land of Cathedral recently, and all of the people that were in there, oh my God, it's just like, yeah, I wouldn't trust you as my babysitter. Fuck that. Architecture. Let's have a look at this old chestnut. See, there's all like melty stuff underneath. It's a really unusual place. Oh, look at that. I definitely want to have a look at that. And there's a boat that is concreted in. It's a permanent fixture, this boat. It appears in the series, as does that tower at the end. But, ooh. Castle Druidydd. That looks a fucking morbid place. There he is, Ellis. Clough Williams Ellis, 1969, in his town that he built up in North Wales, where they tell you about how this shit goes down. Okay, so it's the Rover. I'm wondering if it is the one on the Led Zeppelin song on Physical Graffiti. Just checking that out there, because it is an awesome song, and I always wondered. And they do mention Cybermen, and there's a connection between Doctor Who and the series, but I'm not going to go into that now. Anyway, to coerce and, if necessary, incapacitate or kill. Okay, that's kill. Recalcitrant inhabitants of the village. So yeah, so don't go against the program in the village, otherwise it's going to be unhealthy for you. Be quiet. Go with the program, but he doesn't, because I'm not a number. I'm a free man. Fuck you. Yeah. Okay, let's have that's the first part of this post. Hey, and Leahy. Much love to my brother. I was just talking about our epic time that we had in the just best time on honorary day. Just the best time, didn't we? So, yay. Cheech, good to see you, my friend. Oh, yeah, we got Old Wood, Ledbury. I've been to Ledbury. Yeah, it's an amazing place. Okay, well, we'll come back and have a chat with you all later. Let's have a little think about what we're doing, yeah, and just have a little philosophical munch, shall we? So, spirit nada. In the mother's womb were two babies talking. Do you believe in the after delivery? Of course, there has to be something after delivery. This is nonsense. There can't be life after delivery. What kind of life would that be? I don't know. But think there will be more light than here, and maybe we will be able to walk with our own legs and eat with our mouths. This is absurd. Walking is impossible. The umbilical cord is too short. Eat with our mouths? Ridiculous. The umbilical cord supplies nutrition. Life after delivery has to be excluded. Well, I think there must be something more. Maybe it's just a little different than here. No one has ever come back from it. Delivery must be the end of life, and after delivery is probably nothing but darkness. I don't care, but certainly we'll see Mother and she'll take care of us. So what do we know about where we're going next? Maybe this is the same situation. It's a completely natural state of affairs to be in, like the babies in their womb, not knowing what is outside of this reality. And that could be exactly the same for us. What are they telling us is a psyop? Death is a complete and utter psyop. And this is why I think this is the case. All of the narratives aim towards death, drive towards death. Everything in the narrative is about us being apparently skeletons. I don't even believe that I am a skeleton under this, my exoskeleton. I'm never ever going to see it, by the way, coincidentally, a bit like space. What about these? These turned up, didn't they? The Congos, the elongated heads. Do you think they're from Binding, or were they just another being that actually lived here? Food for thought. So what are you saying? You're saying that is us. That's what we look like. We look like that, and we're covered with skin and water and plasma, and that's us. Is it? A little bit of matter. I don't mind, you don't matter. Anyway, oh my fucking God. Anyway, so they're saying that's us. I find it difficult to believe any of it anyway. You know, that's just me. I don't want proof either. I'm not looking for proof. So, questions. This came up in comments the other day, and I find it really interesting, this comment. Why do they close your eyes when you die? After all, the eyes are windows to the soul. So why do they do that? Why don't they leave your eyes open? Is it something to do with eyes, flies eating your eyeballs or laying eggs in them? That's a bit gnarly, but I don't know. There is something in that. So a question that came up a long time ago, and a question has been talked about a lot on the internet, is the idea of soul trap, reincarnation, a way out of here, and the way out is in, and that'll get you out. And is there more after this? I personally think there is more after this. I think we are an energetic family, if you like, and we come back and find your energetic karmic family. But that's where they want us. AI is really weird. It puts all like disabled stuff on Facebook and stuff, and then it wants like mechanical bits, and then it pleases it. Really bonkers. But it's all bonkers. Ding, 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 ding. So apparently there's the Grim Reaper, and death is all pervading, all around, sneaking up on you. And one day it's coming to collect. And what you're going to say is, stop in the name of fuck you. I've had a liter of fuck it all. Stop, fuck you, I'm staying. So is there more? And what would it be like? Would it be better than this realm? How many people in this realm have actually nailed it? Yeah, he's nailed it. Look how happy he is. And that, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. See, it's great. Death is actually awesome. So, and this one as well, right? So, The Victorians used to put coins on your eyes, okay, to pay for the ferryman, like in Dante's Inferno, ferryman, okay, to get you across the Lake of Mercury. Okay. So I got like always got a gold ring I used to, but it's crushed. I crushed it. I got to get another one sometime. A gold ring for my year to pay for the ferryman, just in case. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Okay, so skeleton sex, is it wrong? This is the heart of a whale. I'm not sure the heart is what they're saying. I think it's torus fields, more electromagnetic than rather a mechanical pump. I think it works off torus fields. Anyway, so yeah, so they put coins over our eyes, so they're definitely blocking our eyes. No. Go into the light, Carrion. Go into the light. So do you go into the light? So picture, yeah. I haven't been dead, but only for a little bit. But I haven't been having any afterlife experiences where I've seen any floating above me stuff happening. I'm sure many of you have. Have you ever floated above yourself? Seen shit go down? Yeah. No, I can't really think of me doing that. And I don't know, maybe. I'm just trying to remember something's lingering there in my consciousness that maybe pastime of the gods. Is mankind a board game? Explosive new evidence suggests God created man as a game which flopped because the rules were incoherent and no one could win. Does that sound reasonable? The research was flawless. Anyway. So yeah, so another one. Why do they bury you 6 foot down? And why did they have mortar cages to protect coffins or graves in the 1800s? So coins over the eyes, block the eyes, or close the eyes so that your eyes are not open. There's something really suspicious going on there. Can't quite put my finger on it, but I think there's more to that. And then they bury you 6 foot down. Almost as if we don't actually die. What was it Prince said? You only live twice. No, that might have been James Bond. And they got this cult going on with skeletons, haven't they? The skull and crossbones. I think they're just trying to mock us, like death mocks you. It's a joke. It's a cosmic joke. You'll have a giggle later and think, fuck me, I can't believe I fell for that old chestnut. Bad people again. That's what's in you guys. Yeah. I don't think there's demons and devils and stuff like that, guys. I really do think it's people. I think it's people just trying to learn in this place. Some of them are wired differently. Some of them just do bad stuff and they just can't help themselves because some people are bad. Other people who just couldn't live with themselves and they do good things. Other people don't do anything at all. They're a little bit good, a little bit bad. I'm good. I'm trying not to be bad. That's what same thing. So there you are. Let's have a look what's inside. And that's what they used to do. Peel you open. I bet that comes as a shock to them all when they thought, fuck me, is that inside us? The skeleton and all that red stuff. Oh my God. I feel quite sick. Let's just have a look what's up there. So yeah, demons. That's another thing that you can just add into the narrative for fear. It's got a nice little purple thing to her hair. I quite like that purple. It's a nice colour. It's colour of consciousness is that colour purple. So that's what I do. I mean, like, this is the state after YouTube and the world's when waking up and, oh my God, and you've got the anger and the, oh my God, they've been lying and which way do I go? What do I do now? Oh my God, there's a creator. Oh my God, there's God. Oh my God, what the? And then you just sort it out then. You start to make some shape and form of your new thought processes. And then eventually you're this. Like, you don't want to actually look like that. But I'm just saying, your mindset becomes calmer. And that's what we all want, really. Is peace of mind and health. Because if you haven't got your health, can't do shit all in life anyway. So you can be like, oh, I want $10 million. You get $10 million. And then, you know, your health fucks up and you can't do shit with it. Can't even save yourself your $10 million. So yeah, human infants. They say that is a skull of a human infant. What the fuck ever. Something's happened in this place. I don't know exactly what it is, but I can't believe. I just find it difficult to reconcile in my brain that I had all that in my mouth as a baby, as a kid. Do you? Some people can actually sprout new teeth. Jason could sprout new teeth. I can't. I think maybe I can, actually. Some people, I heard this on the grapevine years ago, okay, is if you lost your leg and you piss on your leg, you sprout a new leg. Like magic. So I wouldn't, just knocking that out there. If anybody want to try it. That's not medical disinformation. It's magic. Magic is not disinformation. And I'm thinking, like, what would be really good for YouTube views is if I got hold of a bit of magic carpet, just enough to do a bit of floating. Why has he got a Tesco's trolley by there? He's got a Tesco's trolley. So apparently, yeah, they killed all of the bison and they're showing off something gnarly going on. She's like, I can't fucking wait. A lot of people are tired. They're like, I can't fucking wait. And if you ask anyone, are you scared of death? And they go, oh, no, I'm not scared. Why are you fighting so hard to protect a paradigm that's fucking killing you then? I'm not scared. 322 coded with them. Oh, they're weird. Babylonian mindset that's being shown. It's like they really are taking a piss now. They don't even care. All that weirdness. Not that I've looked at the Olympics. I did see that weird Bacchusite Last Supper. In fact, I bet the Christians were spitting nails seeing that. Jesus. They're just in your face with it, aren't they? The old Satanism. So yeah, let them knock themselves out. That'll come back on them. There's consequences for everything in this. The people taking part in that, they may think it's all fucking jolly and funny, but later on, fuck me, it won't be. It won't be jolly and funny. You just can't get away. It's this universal rule set in this place for fucking over everybody else, you see. And a lot of people did that a few years ago, fucked over everyone else. Never had unity, never stuck with one another, never worked it out intelligently, talked, nothing like that going on. Anyway, food for thought. I think there's more going on. I do think that we come back. And I do think that, I went out with a girl when I was young, a Polish girl, and I was in a kitchen and she had a little niece. Must be like, say, 6-year-old, something like that. And she tugged Tess, the old lady's dress. She went, Tess, I used to be your mother before this. She's like, what are you on about? And then she came out with like about 4 or 5 facts that she couldn't have possibly knew. Yeah, you should have seen the woman's face. She was white as a sheet. And I was like, well, that's pretty compelling evidence for the afterlife. And 1 or 2 encounters since, and that I think we come back. I think we learn, yeah. And if we fuck it up, we come back, we do it over and over again like Groundhog Day. The haunted vagina. It's good, isn't it? Haunt away, haunt me. Look at them for dreadlocks. They had amazing dreadlocks back in the day. Yeah. But like that shit goes down. I'm not saying people don't kill one another. That shit happens, like, definitely. There's a Mandela effect as well with the skull. Inside you'd see the eye sockets are only holes. If Brian Staveley would see this, or Shiva's in the chat. Shiva, yeah. In the modern day, you got like there's some with a hole and some with a tiny hole. So yeah, we were all Neanderthals, guys. Some people are still fucking Neanderthals. Oh, that's unpleasant. They're not. I'm sure they're all lovely in their own way. Keep aligned yourself, Matt. So, reliquary. Let's collect some old bits and pieces of dead people. There's an old Olympiad person. So, do you know all them Olympiadans now? Like Superman and all that. And they got like A-Train and stuff on the track, haven't they? That's what will happen with them. They'll end up with a laurel leaf of gold leaf stamped into their head. So these elongated people, they're redheads, most of them, think there was a race of elongated giant people, probably really smart, like the big-headed people on Star Trek. Remember him with the funny eyes? But I think it's a con. I think that's a con. I think aging is a con. I think they've sold us a half-life through predictive programming of birthdays, etc. Happy birthday to you. Blow out the candles. Oh, there won't be many more candles to come for you. No, because you'll be dead. You'll be in the ground, 6 foot down, having the worms eat your bollocks. But they won't be eating your willy because they remove that in the autopsies. That might not be true. I don't know. I heard a rumor that they remove your willy. They did take all of your organs and shit. They won't want mine. They won't want mine. Fucking hell. So I talked about this, but they took the video away. So I think there might be something in it. Is the amount of superheroes. I watched Mad Max this morning, Furiosa. It was brilliant. I really loved it. Chris Hemsworth was not weird in it. He was really good. Just because he's not fucking the Hulk, not the Hulk, Thor, because he's not Thor, doesn't make him crap. But it was really, really good, and lots of clues in that as well. But he had a red cape on, but it was actually a white one covered in blood, but it made it red. So why have Jesus, blonde Jesus? Yeah, he's got a cross, even though he hasn't been crucified yet. He's still got a cross, and he's got this like cosmic disc thing with the sun and the moon on it. One can only wonder. He's doing the old Baphometic signage. So yeah, and the Inquisition, they weren't all that, but they did have red capes on, red hats and red capes. I was expecting the Inquisition to burst through the door then and say, "We are the Spanish Inquisition," like they did on Monty Python. Classic, if you've missed that one. NASA Jesus 07. So yeah, these are getting obviously munched on by dogs, and what they do is they're non-believers. Yeah. So what you got to do is you got to believe what everyone else is believing, or there's something wrong with you. See, I'm in the mindset now of all of the weirdness that's going on in our paradigm. I'm letting them get on with it. Yeah. It's awesome. All of that new agenda that they're doing, fucking brilliant. Yeah. There'll be less people and more women. Coincidentally, there's Black Jesus there. Why Black Jesus? And he's playing Acapulco, Strangers on the Shore. This guy can't take the music. But red capage again, and angels with red capage. So Superman, he's also got a red cape. Okay. This is Solomon the Wise. He's like, stop arguing, you women, about the baby. I'm going to make a wise decision. I'm going to cut the baby in half, and you're going to have half each. Nah, okay, you're the righteous one. You can have the child. Oops, I slipped with my sword. It's dead. Sorry about that. Here they are. The back of sights, they got the mask on because they're hiding, because they're proper pussies underneath, and they cry a lot as well. They cry all the time, actually. See these? Doomed. Their souls will be ripped apart. They will have pineapples inserted into their anuses, and I mean the spiky bit first, for what they do to these poor little moo cows. Now, I know that I eat burgers, but I'm holy, and I need to fuel my holy temple, okay? The way I like. And I do things that I actually like, not what other people like, which is where I live my life. What big eyes you have, Grandma. All the better to fucking eat you with. So there's a bit of eating children going on with Grandma. For Wonder Woman. Yeah, Wonder Woman. She's nice, that Girl Gabbett one, yeah, but she ain't Linda Carter. No, Linda Carter's Bionic Woman. Oh my God. Who was Wonder Woman? Anyway, she has a red cape. Yeah. The king of everything. Freddie Mercury. They couldn't have a bright, shiny star like him hanging around this realm. He had to go, didn't he? With his spiritual presence, it must have been really difficult for him. Imagine him in a stadium of 100,000 people. It must have been like being in a room with 100,000 children. He was just so far ahead in the game because he was an old soul and he'd been here before. Almost an ascended master. Here is a member of the Hitler's Youth. Not no more. I seen John Boy, bless me. I shouted over, I went, skinhead! And he looked over at me, he went, bless you, my child. I was like, fuck yeah, bro. And he got a red cape on. So I think it might be the Animita mushroom as well, because the mushroom could actually save humanity. He looks like he's a bit of a fat mushroom, doesn't he? The new one. And they got the papal purple on as well. I think they got erections all of the time, and you can't see it because they got nasty habits. Boom, boom. Get it? That might not be true. The devil. The devil has a red cape. Jesus has a red cape. And Stalin probably has a red cape. Oh, the devil. The devil, there you are. The devil has a red cape. Witches have red cape, but they're naked underneath, thankfully. And St. Michael, yeah. St. Michael or George, whatever way you want to twang it. Archangel Michael has got a red cape. And the papal over there, he's got a red cape. Some angels, they got red capes on. There's Jesus again, another incarnation this time. He's coming back. He's got 2 fingers this time. He's got 2 fingers pointing up. I don't know what he's saying. Smell my fingers. And he's coming in a red cape. Okay. And here is the Inquisition coming to accuse you of being a heretic. Do you not believe in Jesus? Yeah, I actually do. What, you do? Yeah, I do. Have you surrendered? What exactly does that mean? I must consult my elder. Okay, come back when you got the info. Oh yeah, he saved you. Oh, from you. I need saving from me. No, I don't mean that. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off, you too. Jesus. Here is Samuel L. Motherfucking Christ. He's got a burger. He's got a cheeseburger, which looks really tasty, actually. You say the Earth's a globe one more fucking time and I'll blow your fucking brains out. Here is His Holiness Keone Neo Wicks. Keone Neo Wicks, who was actually in school in the same class as Osman Bin Laden and Don Jolly off of Trigger Happy TV. They were all buddies in class together in the Lebanon. And now he gets to be on a film with Halle Berry. See, that pisses me off. He's a good bass player, though. I'll give him that. But why can't I be in a film with Halle Berry? Yeah, it's Putinsky. Putinsky's getting a bit more, let's just say, proactive in the modern times. Yeah. No, he's actually a distant relation to Putin, Rasputin, and any other Putin in the world. Yeah, knock yourself out. He seems like a nice boy. And there is there's Hemsworth there. Yeah, he is for because he's. I'm not going to. There was a dirty joke I was going to say about him being Thor, but I don't think I'll bother. Okay. Here's some images, and we're going to go through. We got 420 of you. Happy Flaterday, wiggly fat thumbs. I'm going to come back in a minute. Did you actually share this video out? You probably didn't, did you? Did you actually? Would you do that for me? And thumbs this video up. Not that it makes any difference for the analytic, and I don't really care. Hey, little wingage. Come back. I'm coming back. I want the world to know. Gonna let it show. Okay, 422. Laura's carer's cabin is in the house. Everything is in our DNA, in our marrow. Our marrow is DNA juice. It's names, it's scientific names. I'm not sure if Crick being a Freemason, all that was telling us actually the truth about all that decoding they do. I did share and like our Maximus, your diamond. Thanks, mate. Marianne. She's come here tonight. Marianne has come here tonight. Jonathan Sherman, good to see you. Don't. Oh yeah, be like, do it. Dublin Island, we love Dublin Island, Michael. We got a heart in the Emerald Isle. Heart to Miss Art, good to see you. Oi, oi. Adam Cook's in the house. I am my brother, good to see you. Here, Dan, nice one, mate. And Kathleen Mascati's in the house. Well, they keep predictive programming us. It's like we're all like on nerve's edge. It's like, what's the next fucking nuttiness that's going to happen? But because of the nature of consciousness, that's us that's doing it. I tell you what's going to happen. Yeah, it's going to be lush. All will be well in the realm. All will be well in the realm. Just keeps on telling yourself that. I am getting better and better every day. I feel better in my health every day. And where energy flows, energy goes. Remember that. So try not to focus on negative stuff, because that stuff will make you unwell. Give you illnesses, because it causes dis-ease and disharmony, and your soul doesn't like it. Your soul likes you remembering. Your soul likes you remembering how awesome you are. It's pleased with that. Putin had female vibes. He's really nice. I like Putin. He's nice. I like Putin. I like the North Korean one. He's chubby, isn't he? He's giving you chubbies. Trumpsky. Boris Trumpsky the third. I like him. He's all right, isn't he? Yeah. That's it. That's all the world leaders I'm going with for the time being. I agree. Shiva, man. I agree. He's always wise, man. Just listen to the words of wisdom from Shiva Shampoo. I agree. Know that things will be well, because they will be. This is how people get fucked up lives. It's just creating things like, oh, fucking this is going to happen. This is going to happen. And then it's like, you're making it fucking happen. It's just, no, that everything's going to be fucking going to go swimmingly. I'm going to do awesomely. And it goes awesomely. And if you do, I notice with me, if I do things that, I mean, in personal life, in my life, that are not my intent, but other people's intent, it doesn't go as smoothly for me if it's not mine, if it's other people's intent. I've noticed that. But I've noticed a lot, and I've learned a lot, and I'm learning a lot, and I'm happy to share with you. You probably, a lot of you, as most, Linda, spiritually advanced than myself, but we're learning together. Maybe you can point out some things. We can all help one another in this weird struggle that we call life, and how to navigate through it and keep happy. Hi, Job in Florida. It's Mel. I was just thinking about you like 10 minutes ago. Polish president is smashing it. Oh, yeah. He is. He's all right. He is. The Czech Republic one's all right as well. He didn't go all weird a few years ago. Yeah. Okay. Polish. Yeah. I like the Polish. We're going to give them. They got a nice dude as well. See, silver liner miner it. Yeah, most people are slagging everything off, isn't they? It's no fun, is it? Not really. Unless you're like, into that sort of thing. I'm not. I'm afraid it's the wrong channel for all of that. El Salvador Prez too. Yeah, man. 7-0. I seen El Salvador Prez. He's awesome. Thanks for that one. Okay. We've picked up some world leaders. Maybe they'll like this video. Okay. Enjoy 420. Okay, Maximus, good advice. Let's get back. We're going to look at the Dead Sea. Now, whether or not you believe the Dead Sea Scrolls to be authentic or trustworthy because of their source, and many think that they are, and what they say, many people got different ideas too. There is a contention of what actually the meanings are. But Daresh, many people think that the Essene were a real thing. And the Dead Sea Scrolls, I can't imagine they were there all of that time in that hole and nobody ever found them before. Find that difficult to believe. You just stumbled upon them. It's a bit like the Rosetta Stone sort of story, isn't it? But they got some crazy antiquity on the West Bank. And this is the West Bank of the River Jordan, obviously. But look at that, in the side of a hill. It's got some Greek inscription on it, and we've seen this thing before, this wedge shape. The Romans carry it on a baton, don't they? The Greeks. Wonder where that actually goes. Why would you have a door and there's a tunnel underneath as well? Well, that's amazing. Is that where Dead Sea Scrolls are? And then some of these settlements are from where the Essene apparently were. Essene. Look at this old thing. Karak. They got some amazing antiquity in this part of the world. These doors look half buried, don't they? I'll have a look at some mud flood images and all of the juicy antiquitechy sort of images later, a little later in the show. Wow, the whole thing looks like blocks, doesn't it? Look at that shit. Wow. Wow, all the way up. Definitely, you know, looks like it's been melted or something's happened to it. So that's a crack. Wow, it's massive. I bet you the whole thing is artificial. It's like it looks stepped. Looks like there's some workmanship going on there. And all of this stone. Like, my word. Mud fossils. Oh. I was going to say old Roger. I don't think old Roger. Sit down. Sit down. I think I've been there. No, I haven't been there. Why does it ring so true to me? I don't know. So yeah, West Bank of the River Jordan. There's all of this crazy antiquity. Funny, I shared a video on my community page by an old techno band called I can't remember, but it was a song called God is God, and it was the video was from a 1969 movie, and it was in this Coptic church in Lake Van. I knew exactly where they were. I discovered it maybe, I don't know, 8 years ago on a livey, and it was mind-blowing architecture, a bit like this stuff. Sidon. So yeah, that must have been quite massive in its heyday. So there's a load of big dressed stones and bits of old world. I wonder what exactly happened there. Look at that. Imagine how big that place was, guys. So the size of them stones. Craziness. What happened up there then? What happened? There's a bit of a stair, maybe. Wow, it's just an ocean of dressed stone. That is amazing. Was it Jabal? Fucking hell. Excuse my French. So yeah, there's a lot of messed up architecture out there, isn't there? Which you know nothing about. What are that encampments for? Probably because of the archaeology. It's like, weren't they into archaeology like 500 years ago? Of course they were. They were wondering what the fuck was all this old stuff. There's always been that archaeologist, people looking at the past. Always. Naplusi. Not many of them, actually. Right. I live in old Cardiff. Cardiff City, capital of Wales. Glorious city, one of the best. I love the place and I would never say anything bad or derogative about it. We did have loudspeakers. I wonder what music they were playing. And here is what looks like the police force come marching through, or whatever they are. Oh, Navy. Where are you going to get that in a port like Cardiff? This is Cardiff Villa. It's got demons and all sorts on the front of that. I went there in the tour I did in Cardiff, and the guy at the door started shouting at me and shit. It was really weird. And Victoria Park. This is my local park, just down the road, mile or so. In the old days, they used to have a zoo in there. Sally the seal. It's a long story, but she escaped in a flood. And we had it all back then, and now we got, I don't know. So here's Queen Elizabeth. Oh, I love her, old Lizzie. I miss her now. No, she's gone. She's in Land's Cathedral here. I was there a couple of weeks ago with all of them weird people in there. And I never swore in the church. Just saying, just chucking that out there. I never. I had Pamela Swan. I seen a picture of you on Facebook the other day. Is that you on the picture of Facebook? Actually, do you look like that? Sharon Saunders, good to see you, lovely. David John Riverton McDonald. I hope I pronounced that right, my friend. Yeah, I seen you as a mod on Rise Above. I was lurking the other day. I don't always go in chat because I get love bombed, see Pamela, and then I'm like typing like fuck when everybody's love bombing me, which is awesome. But sometimes I'm not in the mood. Yeah, almost 10. Yeah, that was you almost 9 years ago. Ooh, Pamela Twan. Ooh. So yeah, the Queen, I miss her. And London Cathedral, there she came as well to see us. We had the Pope come here. We had the Queen. We used to wave. I haven't seen the Queen myself. Just I didn't bother going. So in the war, yeah, most people got, if they did get killed, was by flak falling from where we were shooting at fucking planes, apparently. But we had these things, the floodlights, to light up the German planes, which were apparently dropping bombs on people and killing them years ago. This is a sad story. So this is Cardiff Prison. Cardiff Prison. Why is there so many people outside the walls of Cardiff Prison? You may ask. Well, this is a hanging, and this is one of the last hangings in Cardiff Prison, and everybody's gone to look at it. And it was a poor guy called Mata. Now, my dead partner, or deceased partner, she was friends with the family, and they were from Ely, Sevenoaks, and he was a Somali guy, and he had a white wife. And he was fucking lovely, and everybody loved him. But the police arrested him for the murder of a prostitute. He hung, only later to find the real perpetrator of the crime. He was hung for nothing and broke everybody's heart. And this was an act of just clear racism back in the day. Oh, it's just smart. Let's just hang him. And he was innocent. It's like a worst horror film, that one. And look at all the people there waiting, and a lot of people. There was whispers at the time. So yeah, I never ever met the family, but yeah, my wife knew the family well, and they never recovered after this event. It was late 60s. They were still hanging people in the 60s, guys, believe it or not. And they were getting it wrong a lot as well, because they have like crazy ass judges. Yeah. The person in court got no chance, have they? You know, with legalese, and they don't even know what the people are saying half the time. So there's the Welsh off to win the war again. So there's my local park. In the past, we had this lovely shelter for waiting for these, which have disappeared. They are called trolley buses. They were electric, and they run everywhere in the city. And they took them away when I was little, maybe about 5. Spewing I was. They replaced it with diesel. And another way to get around the city was canals. And they blocked them all over. This one is now Mill Lane, and it's all just like fucking open air eating for fucking them lot. Nice little sunbeam coming through there. It's a bit of photography. And there's something going on with this photograph. This is the old Cardiff Royal Infirmary. This was supposed to have been built in the time of Edward. So it's an Edwardian, late Victorian, early Edwardian building. But it is a massive hospital in the outskirts of the city centre. Been in here many times. We used to have accident and emergency in here. The famous rugby player, J.R. Williams, set my sister's arm when she broke her arm falling off a horse in Lantoni. Long story. And he set her arm in plaster. And he was like really famous rugby star. JPR Williams. JPR Williams. Just chucking that out there. Merv the Swerve. These words resonate deeply with any Welshman. The rest of you won't have a fucking clue what I'm saying. See this church? It's there now today in the modern day, but it's not covered in ivy. So Cardiff Royal Infirmary is no longer a hospital per se. I think it's a drug hospital in bits of it. I don't know what it does actually. But we had spaghetti sky wires. It's got Antiquitech on it, see? I think it's older. Can't find the photographs of it being built. So there's Cardiff people meeting in Catay's Park. Catay's named after the Cathars. Yeah, no shit. Going out on a day down to Barry Island on a charabang. What we used to call a charabang. Everybody get on a back. And there's city centre, old Cardiff Castle. See this gantry thing? I wonder why they took that away and when they took it away. So yeah, looking down Duke Street into Queen Street in the centre of Cardiff. These bits of white wall you see here are apparently Roman, but this is all apparently apparently Georgian and Victorian, but I just don't fucking believe any of it. Thing's massive. They were better days, guys. They really were. Some crazy nights in the terminus. In fact, I see UK subs in there. Oh my God, it was amazing. And the Great Western on the other corner as well. It's all basements. You've got to go 2 stories down to get to the toilet in this building. It goes 2 stories down. Nice pint of Guinness there. Love a pint of Guinness, don't we? And the old Hayes in Cardiff. Look at them old buildings we got. This is David Morgan's department store. My mother worked for him, knew him. Proper, back in them days, they had people look like the old world, like with suits and bowler hats and top hats and shit. Even when I was a kid going to London, man, they just had the old world people there talking in that old world fucking London English. Man, it was weird. It was just another world. We had these were brilliant. It's when all of the people, I've got fuck all chip in together, and we have a thing called a street party, either for VE Day or Jubilee or whatever. I think this is probably the war finishing. Just Heath Robinson it all. Get what you can together and try and get drunk later. It's nice memories for the kids. And this is just outside of Cardiff, a little village called, about 20 minutes from where I'm sitting now, called St Fagans, famous for its battle of St Fagans in the English Civil War. Cromwell was there as well. I went there last week and it was just fucked. Oh, it was fucked. It was terrible. I don't mean the village. The village was beautiful, but I mean in the museum. Yeah, I went to... Remember when we went there, Mel? It was like a shit took a shit, wasn't it? Oh, what's going on? Fucking battery. It's not plugged in. Okay, my chat's going to drop in a minute. Many cities look the same, 20 and 30. Yeah, they do. They do. Cardiff looks like anywhere else. But yeah, so then canals that they blocked up, they're reopening them now. They've reopened this one in Churchill Way. Oh, reopening them. So close them up, reopening them. Get rid of the electric trams and restart them. And like now, it's like, why do they keep doing that? If it's not broke, fucking don't fix it. It's an old saying, isn't it? Anyway, images of the day, because time's getting on. Let's have a look what we got. Thank you, Hippie Shake, for sharing my spare channels and shit and stuff. A shit took a shit on a shit. Dan. Yeah, that can happen. What's Preferians? Oh, it's like superpowers, Dan. It's like being bionic. It's like never eating or drinking and living, which I wouldn't advise to anyone because that sounds like a formula for death. Yeah, no, that really does. Not that you got to worry because you just come back. You'd be like, again in another few weeks. Just come back, see? What if you come back as dogs? I wonder if dogs look at us recognizing they were once humans. We're so close. We learn a lot from dogs, don't we, and cats? I wonder if they're our teachers. God hiding in animals. Anyway, I used to think God lived in stingy nettles when I was a kid. Because they stung you when you tried to touch it. I don't know. Strange mentality. I was a strange kid. Anyway. Can you cast a spell by looking at your reflection in a mirror? Mirror, mirror on the wall. Although that was never said. Magic mirror. No, that was never said. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who are the fairest of them all? And then the mirror says back, well, actually, it ain't you. You got this, he said, the chick. So what of a chick? Yeah, Snow White, she's like a lot better than you, not better looking. Okay. This is I've been going through my computer just died. I need to plug it in a minute. Sorry, keep an eye on the chat age. This is from the New York Public Library. I've been going through. I could just literally collect thousands of images from the New York Public Library. But this is an old cemetery in Manhattan, and there's no one about in hardly any. There's one figure there, but definitely mud flooded there. So New York Public Libraries. Brilliant for yeah, my computer fucking died. Not enough power. Let's check the chat. Here is an old theater in New York. It's called and it says 1769 to 1867. This old theatre. So it's got a really early date, hasn't it? And what's this walkway up there, look? Anyway, 2 secs. Let me come back. I'm coming back for a second. I've got to change a plan. I've got to change a plan. I've got to change a plan. Stuff happens. 445 of you come to share your flat earth British experience here tonight. You feeling epic? Hope so. Okay, let me show you a bit of film. For a second. It's only 5 minutes. And I'm going to share it with you now because this is of Halifax. I'm just going to share this briefly. This is old movie footage of early Edwardian England. Or it's like 1906, I think, 1907 around there, of the town of Halifax, not the one in Nova Scotia, but the one in the north of England. I'm sure it's a jolly nice place. I'm going to share the video with you so that okay, there it is. I'm not sure if it'll have audio. I'll be back in a second. Because on my computer, everything is going off. There it is. I'm back. Okay. Oh, the poor waif and strays. So let's have a look at this bit of footage, actually. There's a lot of snotty kids in this. It's a bit of a golden chestnut of time. And the women, they just these robes on. Girls, they're all working in the mill. They're all working in the mill. They look happy enough, don't they? People are smiling, and I'm guessing they've been told there's a camera. Like, look, there's a thing. What is it? I don't know. It's like a box. I don't know. What do you think it does? Look, totally perplexing. Look at that kid. He's just mesmerized. Wonder what it does. Fuck, man, he's gone. He's gone. He's just totally mezzed out there, didn't he, that kid? Clothes are so grey and drab, and so unhealthy, like the snotty kid's dying of cold. So yeah, I'm guessing it was always tough for the masses now and then. They've had world wars to deal with, but not at this period. They got that to, excuse me, they got that to come. 450. Right. Did you share this out? We got 1 hour and a half, 1 hour 3/4 into this. Yeah, imagine if you haven't seen a camera before. I'm mind blowing it would have been. But yeah, back to the prisoner. Yeah, that's been that was an actual real wake up call when I first watched that when I was a kid. I was like, fuck yeah. Halifax, yeah, down the road from Doncaster. It's a lovely part of the world. Isabella. Right, then let's share some more stuff. Back to the images of the day. This Angela Baby Carson. Much love to you as well, Angela Baby. And all of the lovely guys. New West Reset. I don't even know why it says that. Young dandies peacocking for the camera. Some things just don't change. Nothing new under the sun. As soon as you see a camera, Well, they pucker up nowadays, don't they? They go. I don't know why they do that. I do know why they do that. That's not nice. I love this vid shot of poverty in business a long time ago. Thank you, Egon. Okay, let's move on back into the images of the day. I'll keep that video around. We can maybe watch it a bit later. I have a lot to share, and the time, you see, guys. The time is getting on. Okay, so what we got here is back to my images of the day. Let's see what we can come up with. 1875, isn't that an early picture for New York? From the Battery to the point just below Fulton Ferry. So all you see is a mass of ships, and at this period, no skyscrapers. No skyscrapers in Lower Manhattan at this period. But look at all the shipping was going in there. It's always been about the port, hasn't it? It's always about the sea, bringing that stuff in. So there's Manhattan skyline in 1912. So from 1875 to 1912, boom, all of that. And looking across the weird Brooklyn Bridge, there's something going on with that. 1912. And from the old shot tower in Beerman Street to Roosevelt Street Ferry. So it's an old shot tower. Looks like it's a part of a bridge that's going to be. It's got all Antiquitech on it, and it is massive. From the old shot tower. Sorry, I don't even know what that actually means. It looks like it's one of... I thought when I first seen it, it was one bit of the Brooklyn Bridge, but it's not. It's not. You see on the other one, there's two holes in the Brooklyn Bridge, the same on that picture, though. I'm confused. There's the Brooklyn Bridge. No, it's completely different. No, it's not. Okay, that's a bit of the Brooklyn Bridge. From the waterfront, look at this bit of Antiquitech here going on the old Tatarian-style building. It's only just been built, right, this thing, and it's stinking. And the story of the people that died in the caissons of the Benz. 1,000 brides for Hitler's beast of horror. Fuck yeah. They were proper horny, the Nazis, weren't they? They had lots going for them. Luciferio. Let's talk about Luciferio. So apparently, yeah, Bruce2 and Casio. No, I had a Casio keyboard. I could do da, da, da with it. And here's a clue to who the real Lucifer is. It's Ivor Scariot. Ivor Scariot. Now, that sounds really Welsh. So anybody know an Ivor Scariot? Guess who it is? He eats people and he shits them out. Okay, now we know. Learned a lot here today. You had all before it all went shit with the Federal Reserve. Blame Woodrow Wilson for that. Is that right to say that before Woodrow Wilson was President Taft? That sounds Welsh. We got a reviewer called Taft and Taft, President Taft. Anyway, the Confederates had their own money. They weren't stuck down. So yeah, the good old greenbacks when money was money. I bet it smelled lovely. Look at that. Confederate States of America, $20. Yeah. And it's Jefferson Davis. State of Mississippi had his own currency. So different states had different currencies. This one was 1862 during the American Civil War. Okay. And they had their own. And they had a choo-choo train on there too, and some people. None of this Illuminati weirdness going on, I've noticed, or coding, or Phoenician anything. There's an X and an X, though, which might mean something. There might be some coding in it, all right then, but not Illuminati like today. Yeah. Okay, they just got the one X on the $10. So, well, I'm guessing it was relatively easy to counterfeit back then. They didn't have computers and printers, though, did they? Faith of the state pledged $10. Anyway, so Columbus community, this is interesting. You know, all that Olympiads, there's a difference between Olympiads and Olympics by all accounts. Well, they carry this stupid ass torch around the place, don't they? Yeah, can't let the fucking thing go out. Yeah, I was tempted to just chuck a bucket of water over him anyway. So here it is. It's the torchbearer for the 1996 Olympic flame. Why does it look like a fasces? And you see all these all over Phoenician pictures, these things. The flaming torch thing. It's the Phoenician thing. And it is exactly like a fasces. Or rods bound. And you get a flame out at the end. I only really just noticed that. But yeah, they run around, even on the good old Berlin Olympics. There's some dude, he runs up the steps. And he fell over and burnt his hair. Nah, he never. He lit this big fucking pot of stuff, and this pot of stuff got to stay lit the whole Olympics. Otherwise, all of the athletes' dicks will fall off. Nah, that's not true. I made that up. So yeah, this is British archaeology and Welsh and Celtic, actually, where the swastika is everywhere because it came from here. And it's everywhere in the world, actually, as we'll see. This is a picture of American Civil War Atlanta in Georgia. And there's a ladder going up this pole. And on this pole, there's a bull. And then there's a wire. I think there's a wire. I'm not sure. I wonder what this is. Could it be a flagpole? I don't know. There'd be a flag up it in the wall, wouldn't there? There's an eagle on top of the light as well. An eagle, wings open. So we got a Confederate soldier there, some military happenings in the background. And in the film Gone with the Wind, shit went down. They show you Atlanta getting blown up. Frankly, I don't give a damn. But I would have, because Vivian Lee's really pretty. I want to kiss her on a Brian. Check this out, guys. This is Charleston, also in the American Civil War. So they had loads and loads of cannons and they blew up the city. But what you see in the photographic record is weeds and plant growth covering all of the remains, like for years. No one about, and all these shells of buildings, like apparently cannonballs. I'm sure they had some shell, but it just doesn't ring true to me. Something really fucking nuts happened here. Look at it. What the fuck happened? Where is everyone? Bloody hell. I got a feeling General Sherman cleared this fucking place right the fuck out. Yeah. Look at this. Richmond, Virginia. How old could that wall be there? No brick there, but look at that. Old style. And you got this, Greco-Romano style thing. There's a hole in the building there. Looks like, well, maybe a shell would do that. Yeah. Agreed. But again, you see it goes low there because it's got basements. Buildings, they've been bombed so long that they've all grown over. Appreciate that might happen in a year or so, but where is everyone? It looks like a ghost town. It's just weird. Right, if you look at you, this is where we went to Segress. And on the point there, you can see a star fort. If you keep looking, here it is. You see the star fort right there? No, it's coming up now. Can you see it? It's right there on the point. No, can you? All right. So people who believe in the globe are inherently cruel, it would seem. Yeah, they hurt children. Apparently, they kick globes in their heads. Well, it's each to their own, Living a lie and cruel to children with the globe. I'm just saying. So if you're going to have a cat, yeah, that's a nice little funky cat. I'm going to have that cat. I want an animal, but I just don't think I should because I wouldn't be able to go anywhere. And Martin Leaker YouTube, the new guy, we're just the Epic channel. They just don't. It's kept down. We don't care anyway. We're happy doing this. This is cool. It looks like it says Caesarish here, but you've got like an Indian depiction or something, which Middle Ages. This looks like something out of the bag of Agita. But look at this thing. Floating, is it? Oh, it's on a wire. Triumph of Caesar. Triumph of Caesar. And he's looking like, oh yeah, you see the Colosseum in Rome in the background. Okay. Who was Caesar, really? Julius Caesar. So, who's your favorite band from the 1980s? Some say ABBA. Oh, I bet they're kicking themselves now. Look, they've gone the shit, haven't they? But people do get old. I'll probably be moaning when I'm old and grey, which is happens in a year. I went from fucking dark to completely grey. All shit in the last year or so. Oh God. So ABBA, Abbas is this dude here. Okay. Touching me, touching you. My mother told me never to trust anyone in a goatee beard. She also told me never to trust men in beards because they got something to hide. So my mother had a lot of famous sayings. I don't know if I've actually abided by them, but I think I have. So here we are. We have some Hindu going on here, a bit of Krishna stuff going on, a bit Ganesh, and no Shiva. But they rock. They look really weird, their gods. And here's some more deities. Classical world. I've got a book full of these. They were actually pictures taken from a book of reliefs of antiquity. Really weird, these ones. They look fluid, like fluid movement. Meaning to all of it. Nothing's, just fucking done for nothing. So this municipal building, it's a quite nice looking building. It's looking like it's all deep in the mud. There's all mud outside. There's no road. It's just, I guess in some places just got closed down after troubles. So this Phoenician thing is covered, it's covered in grapes. And I'll show you the full size of it. It's anodized or something. It's in the Vatican. It's ancient. And when I show you the size of it, you're going to wonder how they managed to found and make such an item in the antique world. Because they're lying about what they fucking had. That's for sure. And here is, I don't know what this is. It's not exactly a maypole. It's a pole with two holes. Now, I have seen these in Americas as well in some old booklets. And they're ring dancing around it, creating a torus to a fiddle player with a little dog. I don't exactly know what's going on. Wartime psyop shizzle about beards. Well, I know, it's how we came, men have beards. I get it, but like they itch like fuck. I can't get on with my tries. A couple of days and I can't do no more. So what you reckon on that antiquitech guttering? Yeah, a bit ostentatious. What do you think it does? It does something. I think it's just maybe structures the water. Think about all the water being structured. Think about the ice, maybe in an ice age or an ice era in the past, and all of that ice had been frozen with intent at that time. And then maybe the permafrost, like defrosts with ancient intent, float out into the ether. That even make any sense? Probably not. Makes sense to me. So, nice gate. They stick sigils in these gates. So, there it is. Look at the size of this thing. It's absolutely amazing. Fully Phoenician. You can see what looks like jackals, but the grapes. Do not touch it because it's proper ancient. You got to wonder, are they founded or made such an item? And why always the mermaids and why always the wine? Who even knows? So an old stone. I don't know what this is behind, or the side behind her. I don't know what that symbol actually means, but I have seen it before. I thought first of all she had hooves, but it's not. She just got a gap in her toe. Nice touch by the artist. Also the old classic having the boob hanging out, which seems to be a narrative for the whole of that era. There it is. It's upside down here, though. It's in Russia. I got more images. I'll just have to pick them out later. So this is like that Olympic torch. only it's upside down. It's weird they got a flame upside down. But it's like the everlasting torch. Phoenicians depict it everywhere, and the fasces. So that's what the Olympians are doing. And rituals, loads and loads of rituals. So here he is, the ferryman. And here's Dante's Inferno, Blake's picture. There he is. And there's a sea of suffering. And he takes you across. So you can go down to different levels out of purgatory. So yeah, if that's reality or whatever's going on in this place, yeah, fuck that. Fuck off all of it. Go to war with the universe. If that was the case, I'm just saying. This is in Market Street in San Francisco before the earthquake. And it is it's gone in the fire. There's Dante's Inferno again, across the lake, getting all attacked. The ferryman's getting him there, but he's getting all like these tortured souls going. I'd be like, yeah, what the fuck ever. Kick him off. So here's, according to Yale, all the swastikas in the ancient world are everywhere. India, China, Mongolia, Africa, Saudi Arabia, all over Europe and Britain and Scandinavia. The universal symbol for the place that we live. I think it depicts the torus field over our flat plane. And if you spin it, the course of the sun and the moon. Glastonbury tour. And when I go back here, my mate Si, I was up here with my mate Si, and he says he was going to take me to tunnels that went right through this pyramid thing and came out down here. But I was with people, I couldn't really go, and I nearly killed myself walking up here with a car fucking battery. But yeah, what the most amazing place, guys. If you ever get a chance, go up there. It's just fucking amazing. So yeah, Egypt, Sumer, Peru, India, and Turkey. I think there was one language, one thing going on the entire realm. And the symbolism would suggest as much. All little cute little swastikas. These out. So here's an old map of the world. Let's have a look what's going on with this map of the world. Okay, see if they got anything right. Okay, they got a nice little azimuthal up there, but okay, so here's Asia, Arabia, the Mediterranean, and Black Sea, Caspian, and up here, this I'm guessing is Scandinavia. So what's all this up here? And what's that? Big lands above Asia. In this whole map. New lands being formed, Canada, and down in the south, old lands spat out, all clustered together. And look how far this is coming up. Antarctica, whatever, into the Indian Ocean. Ridiculous. Is that supposed to be a map of Antarctica? Oh, God. Well, anyway, I don't read Japanese, otherwise I'm sure it'd be very learned. But some shit go down. War is the best for showing you old stuff. Okay, look at all of this down under the street. All of these entrances, and it's all blackened. Some of it survives. I'm going to show you some images of Warsaw shortly. So, American Civil War, Richmond. Why is it looking like that? Cannonballs. The 1860s. It's just nuts. Just nuts. This is a nice old picture. This was the old Navy and how things used to look in the old world. Look, we didn't have steel ships. Mind you, there's some winding gear there. Look at the size of these things. I bet they were massive. There's steam coming out of that. It would have been steam powered as well. Full sail. Must have been quite the life. Hiya, epinephrine. Oh, thanks, lovely. So, loads of clues in this about the resets and everything. Look, we got Aquida down here. I don't know what that actually means. We've got the phoenix over here. So these two birds, this one is like an eagle. He's got like two orbs, one with what looks like a excuse me, I blow it up for you a bit. One that looks like a merman. Aquila, if that's right. And over here you got the phoenix with also two orbs. The orbs of destruction. I think they're just all of these are an analogy for technology, which are not, which they've got, and the others in this place. So even in Rome, as you can see, this is from Piranesi, and you see they're banding a lot. You can even see this in Belbeck. Is the swastika incorporated in it, and Celtic banding as well? You see it. So that's a nice big old building to have all that shit outside, isn't it? Maybe it's not completed yet. And what a weird pavement. Does this light up or something? It's like really weird slabs with gaps. I've never really seen a pavement like that, sidewalk like that. And piles of mud, loads of mud, and loads of mud. Nothing else going on outside, really. It's not like any building stuff going on, really, is there? Maybe a little something going on here. I don't know. Why is it? But some buildings in antiquity are kept ruins and others are built back. Because this must have been a ruin when it was like that. And then they added this red brick bit on top, didn't they? Right here. And the window. Because this is the more older building, isn't it? So this must have been a ruin in the past. And they've touched it up. So why do they do that with just some and not all of them in the past? Maybe it was just more important. Don't know. So this is an interesting one. I couldn't tell you what this date is in Russia, but they got like a little star footage there, and it says, I'm guessing found or whatever, found dead. 7093, and it's got 1586. So I wonder what that designates, the 7093. I don't know. Very good, very good. Keep that defiance, keep that strength and that stubbornness going. That's what we want to see. Don't give them a fucking inch. They want everyone grumpy, doing their weird stuff for them. And we're like, because we're smart, we're like, yeah, we won't be doing that. Yeah. You do you and your weirdness and your unkindness, because they're really jolly unkind people acting in Britain at the moment. Quite ashamed to see, actually. I thought we were better than that, but they're not. They look like, it's like, I wouldn't like to think of the country as all just stupid football hooligans, for fuck's sake. But you know, when they like hire these people to do these protests, and they get these specific people, a few Antifas in there, few this, few that, and it all goes to shit deliberately because it's all fucking organized to make everybody hate on everybody. The fucking the game. So yeah, sigils in, yes. And a strange thing there over the door. So why would they even do that over a door? Well, when the subtle energies of the ether go through it, it's affected, charged even. Remember, words have power. Okay, like literally, words have power. That's why prayer wheels work. It's unusual, these things here, aren't they? I wonder what they are. So, looks a bit fascisy. The whole thing, I mean. But very Phoenician. So this is Walsall. The Walsall ghetto got annihilated. Train tracks going right through. But you can see this just so selective. The rest of the city outside this perimeter looks absolutely fine. But everything in this, except for these big buildings, is disintegrated, falling in its footprint. Try and spot a shell hole on there. There's 1, 2, 3 there. All right. Be quiet about that then. Yeah. Well, just gets rid of architecture. It doesn't seem to do much else, does it? Very good at getting rid of architecture. Which once was city and houses and buildings and Still is over there, look. Although it is shelled out. But that bit wiped off the face of the earth. So that bridge looks like it might be a little bit more than just built for horse and cart. Why would it be so metally and so, these big metal bits, if it's only for a horse and cart to trot over? They weigh like sweet fuck all. Well, a ton, maybe. Unless there's some sort of energy transference going on over here, because these look more like pylons that you see carrying electricity rather than a bridge, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I saw some in Gastown. Gastown is what's Gastown, Viru? Isn't that Boston? In Boston. Bridge too fast, fucking brilliant, Bob Sykes. I'm sorry, we can't take you all prisoner. We haven't the facilities. No, I don't think you understand. We want to take you prisoner. No, sorry, we're British. We just don't do that. Very polite about it all, being British and that, but yeah, we ain't fucking doing that. Surrendering. Come try and make us. See what happens to you. So there looks a load of old mud flood. So antiquity, old bits of stone and all the mud up there. So a lot of mud. That building there is completely buried in it. If you can see the apex for that. It's a lot of mud to come out after a mud flood. But when you're founding a civilization, finding it after a reset, got to dig it out first, like that. Look at this. He's got his wheelbarrow. He's got it with the program. But look how high the mud is. Above these walls. Above here, all the mud. You're not going to build them under the mud. Makes no fucking sense. The mud's rolled in later, look. And there. And there. Clearing up the mud. She's got this lady from antiquity. She's got a really nasty case of elephantitis. She's only got 2 toes on there. She's got the right amount of toes here, but she only got 2 toes on there. And they're really, really massive. So I can only presume they got elephantitis. So we can't really ask and find out. We're just presuming here, aren't we? Fifth element. Multipass, Chaza. Multipass. Oh, fucking hell. Venus just got out of this this clam. So, it's a lovely breeze. Oh, it's nice, this Earth. I wonder what else they got to offer. You'll find out. It's not bad, actually. Stay away from Burger King. So, Daisy Duke, she's got a flag and a cider, and she's in a haystack. And she's saying, hey, Madden, make yourself a home. Have you got any cherry pie? I sure have. And then I woke up and smelled the coffee. So what you do in Britain, you went in the valleys in Cardiff, on Welsh valleys, is after you've been down pit all day, digging coal, okay, worked 28-hour days, come home, and Dad had beat us to death with red hot poker, but that was fucking luxury. Luxury, I tell you, because you come up and then you have a nice 4 pints of this to wash the dust down. And look how happy they are with their little existences, guys. Anyone moaning? Yeah, but they earned a good bit of money for that dirty face. They got good money, the miners. Bikers who identify as cyclists win the Tour de France. And it was only fair. I'm going to start using women's toilets. I'll just say, well, I can use them. Tunnels and the underworld, prepare your mind. Somebody's been tweeting. It's all over the place, isn't it, this subject now? Everywhere. I don't watch TikTok because of its source, but I'm aware that it's everywhere. So how do you do transparency in stone? I'm yet to know. Oh, just one bit of marble. She's got a flame. Or it could be lemon curd. But I don't know how they do it. It's beyond me. It's beautiful. It's got some mermaid. These things here. In the film King Arthur, which was a good film by Guy Pearce, no Guy, whatever his name is. The guy, the God guy in it, played by Jude Law, he was being told what to do by creatures that were Phoenicians, big fat, like sort of Phoenician mermen that lived in his cellar. I shit you not. It was really weird in the King Arthur film. So they found this tree down in a coal mine, which sort of proves that, you know, coal is not really old fucking trees, because otherwise, why is there an old tree there? They're scratching their head thinking, well, what's all this other shit then? You know? Here's a dandy. Talking about dandies. Yeah, let's dandy myself up and get some perfume on. Flamboyant myself. And it's got a nice little neck chief here, just like Noel Coward, who's going to exist in the future. But how do they chisel that out of marble? I suggest it's done by magic. Here's a contemporary effort of lifelike, which is very nice. I like the dangle hair thing. I think it's very, very nice. Maybe come in. So this is Mesoamerican god that you should be alarmed about, because he turns up with his rocket pack and robot arms. That's a noise he made, maybe. Oh, he's a little angel. Even in statue form, I'm still like, it's an angel. I'm putting my angel buzz on. Even if it's a statue, it's still... Look in the fireplace there, all that. Oh, beautiful. Flawless art. It's mystery, isn't it? Look at this thing. This was hewed out of granite, solid granite. It's an Indian temple. The vault, something or other, what its purpose was. It's got to be along the lines of torsion field mechanics. And how do you chisel it out of granite? Advanced machine tech. And look at the geometry in this. It's fractal. Looks like Stafford. Oh, here's Theseus. He's gone and grabbed himself a bird, as they do a lot in the ancient world. You grab them, and they never got any clothes on either. It's awesome in the old world. Oh, it looks really weird being alive. It is weird being alive. Stay dead. If we might be dead now anyway. How many of you have had near fatal accidents? How do you know it wasn't fatal? And we're all in some sort of learning, like Beetlejuice, but we haven't got a guidebook, because we are literally fucking wiped out of our memories. We don't know who we are anymore. We're amnesic as fuck. And the little bits we remember blow our heads off, even when we get a little bit of it, guys. It's got to be something with that. Do you think? Just saying, most of my close friends have all had like weird, nearly dead experiences. I know I have. Where I should have been and I wasn't. If that makes sense. So I wonder, how would you even know? Because your heart's beating. We don't even know in reference to what. This is the thing that I always get with reality when I'm bringing stuff up, is everyone compares it to something that's not even there. Compared to what? What is your benchmark for information? Well, no, this is just a fresh mode of thinking. There's no benchmark. Maybe this is the case. It's just always really weird that it needs to be compared to something usually other people have said. It's really weird. What's that thing she got there? Little drum. And a serpent around her wrist. A serpent. I don't know what a serpent might represent. It's Arabs. Maybe. So this Greek, right, he's got a big pair of nuts, but no willy. And there's nowhere for his willy to go. So I'm wondering if he's a eunuch. Okay, because they were pretty popular back in the day. But when you look closely, his gonads look like a brain. And like me, I think with my balls. This is what it's telling you. This dude, he's got no dick, but he thinks with his balls. His brains are in his gonads. So this is the Texas hammer. I had lots of questions with this. Obviously verified source, but it was found in a stone, which poses questions to the age of geology and when all this stone actually fucking happened, which I don't think it happened long ago. That's a nice pair, isn't it? What say you, Greek? Well, I'm just going to get a message from the gods with this bit of special technology. that looks like a bird and a jug. Don't know. So someday, I can't imagine all these artists like Benini in competition with who could pull off the most incredible, mind-blowing fucking human expressions in hardest stone possible, because it just seems nuts. But yeah, they do it. Same with the art. Same with all of the Renaissance art. These veiled ladies with the wet silk look in stone. Veracruz. Let's have a look what's happening with the occultage in Mesoamerica. Oh, chicken pizza. So this is a crazy one, this, isn't it? And this dude, I think it's just like Mad Max. They put crazy stuff on in Mad Max because it's Mad Max days. They just put it on like crazy Mad Max clothes. Looks like Mad Max. It's just as beautiful. Again, just mind-blowing to think that they can do lace and this out of solid marble. A marble bust. And coincidentally, we're not seeing any. So what is the meaning of the veiled lady? And why are they going to the effort to make an effort of transparency in stone? It just trips me out to think that they would make the effort. She's got a book. I wonder what it is. What's in your book? Oh, look at this. Jesuits. Society of Christ. It's weird, isn't it, that everyone goes with a book that's written by God knows who, the Bible and other books. It's just like, wow, that's giving a load of faith into fuck knows, isn't it? It's like, what? Why would you do that? Because it resonates. What, like six-headed Hydra resonates? Oh, fuck. Okay. Anyway, cemetery art. This one's in England, New England in America. And it's nice. Gold. Right, this is Phoenician gold. And serpents, cobra. Very Egyptian-like, but very Celtic-like too. In fact, I got a feel of the Welsh with that. So you can put your hand in that. There's one in Blackpool, Pleasure Park, like a big face, and there's a hole in there. And I put my hand in there, and there was a man on the other side and grabbed my hand, and I shit my pants. Oh. I don't know why they did that. That's ancient, and there was water coming out of it, I'm guessing, at some stage. Which came first, anyway, the chapel or the mountain? It's just, well, how did they do that? There must be a cave there or something, because it would be a jolly small church. I'm trying to remember where it is. I think it's in Germany or that region. So this is in the Vatican courtyard. Have you ever seen it? Why they got nutty shit like that in a religion anyway? Why does it look like something out of a sci-fi movie? Could it be related to these things we see all in antiquity? I don't know, but it does remind me of something like the Borg. It's not a cube though, is it? It's a ball, wires, looks like something computery. Whatever it is, it's important to them. I don't think it's just fucking stupid, no meaning. Somebody's thought something into it, isn't it? So this guy in antiquity died with his entire CD collection. I wouldn't mind checking out what was in there. How you doing, Ray Mudflood? Something in my brother. Good to see you again. Anyway, who even knows? This is interesting. And a question with this one. This is a department store in Chicago. They had 50 delivery carts or delivery carriages with 50 horses for one department store. What about the staff? 50 staff to run them. What about getting 50 horses stabled and ready every day? This is just for the delivery system for this department store in Chicago. Isn't that like logistically mad that they were doing that with horses? They tell us in the past. Just crazy that they had to feed and get 50 horses ready just to deliver shit, guys. Just madness. Old-fashioned Amazon. Exactly that. Charging the horses. Yeah. Good one, Artemis. I like that. Is that not beautiful? That is beautiful. I would like that staircase just to look at it. Just sit and look how beautiful it is. It's big chunks of tree all the way up the wooden hill to Bedfordshire. And this crazy bit of wood here as well. That's beautiful. Right. Someone had really good thinking to do that. Do you like that heart of glass? It's beautiful, isn't it? Thanks, Albert Billy. Yeah, I'd love that. Oh, you do appreciate beautiful things. This is interesting. This is a water wheel. It's apparently been going for 2,000 years. And apparently the Romans built it. 2,000 years and it's still in use. This water wheel. Well done, Romans. Well done, Julius. This was in Glasgow. It's not there anymore. Lots of these buildings have gone in Britain. We had stacks of them in Cardiff as well. But you can see the windows. This comes down here. This building goes infinitely lower. Massive bit of architecture. Tick-tack, 4 angels stacked. Crazy how they just get rid of these buildings. Look at the size of it for the old world. It's just in horse and cart world. What's the fucking point? Crazy. Look what somebody had in a box, guys. I know it's not AI. I was thinking I was tripped out. It was AI, especially with them trippy eyes. But it's not. It's just a cute little puppy. Don't cry. That's what's under the White House in AI world. You ask AI, what's under the White House? It's like, man, have you seen Umbrella Corporation, the Hive? What, like in Resident Evil? Yeah, yo. That's what's happening underneath the Capitol building. So I fucking believe it. They're all under there. Isn't it nice, the mirror image of that cathedral? Let's turn it on its side. No, we'll fuck things up. Turn your head on the sides and have a look at the symmetry of the knobbly bits. Well, I think it was a nice capture. Really beautiful. So, what's your name then, son? Sydney Vicious. Sydney Vicious? Are you having a giraffe? No, that's my actual name. Do you realise your flies are undone? Yes, I'm a punk rocker. Okay, right. Just having a laugh at me, are you? What's your name there, Sonny? Johnny Rotten. Johnny Rotten? Are you having a giraffe? No, that's actually my name. He's Sid Vicious, and I'm Johnny Rotten. And we are from the Sex Pistols. You're under arrest. You can't say that out in the street. What, sex? Yes, and pistols. Your fucking nickmate. Nick. Maybe. Your mum loves salty semen. Well, maybe not true for your mum, but it was definitely true for mine. My father was a deep sea captain, so it was definitely true. Okay. See this on this old Greek coin? There was a guy who was so well endowed, they put him on a coin. That's fame. Okay. The man who's all the blood rushed out of his body and he actually passed out and went into a coma. Blood went into his penis. Him too. But this is a Greek coat hanger. That's a nice touch. Or it will be. Oh. Right, let's have a look what the Phoenician chicks are up to. They got some mermaid water coming out. Okay. Does it feel nice? Yeah, it's lovely. So that's what the Phoenicians do all day. They just bath and eat stuff and don't do anything really. They just loll about all day. Here they are. Let's fill up this load of water. She's like, oh, I'm feeling really hot. I think I'll pull my blouse down a bit and let my tits hang out for a bit. Oh, yeah. Why don't you all join me? No, you're good. You're good. So maybe that's not happening. Maybe that's not the conversation. Maybe that's just my mind. Probably just my mind. Here's Jesus. He's got a lot of naked followers. If you're going to do a cult, why not have them naked? Add some excitement into it. Or do we have to be naked? God. No, it's completely up to you. I'm not bothered because I'm not looking that way. I'm up there, look, already dead. Wow, that wall is fucking trippy, isn't it? Make your own minds up of what's going on there, guys. Please interpret it in your own time. The lit up dude has a load of naked followers. I don't know what this lady's doing. I think she's in the Jewelry Appreciation Society. I'm not just posting it because it's a woman bending over. What do you think? What kind of man do you think I am? This lady, she's like, but is it right? He's been dead for 25 years. He's looked better, I know. But when you love somebody the way I love him, look. Oh, he's got a bone. Well, he would. He's made of bones. I mean, a bone now. All right. Right, witches. Yeah, witches are hot. Whoever told you they're not. You don't get, if you're going to get a witch, right, don't get one that looks like this. Get one that looks like this or this. Here they go, flying up the chimney with their broomsticks. It's exciting times, isn't it, guys? Yeah, you're hoping that's going to happen, aren't you? Don't worry. Don't worry. Now, this is a absolutely beautiful painting, pre-Raphaelite. The meaning of you have a bit of claret is beyond me, but maybe it means the holy bloodline, because the people in this place that are still alive, that have the holy bloodline or the blood of Christ, they're here today in the real world. How did they do that? It's so beautiful. It's like just crazy trippy and crazy beautiful, except the blood bit. Right, competition. Okay, it's The Great Escape. Here's Steve McQueen, one of my favorite actors ever, because he was in Bullet and everything else. What was the character name of the Cooler King when he takes his baseball into the cell? Ray Mudflood? Come on, what was the name of I'll give you a clue. Captain? Any of you remember the name? Don't Google it. Don't Google it. That's cheating. If you don't know, you don't know. I'll give you 10 seconds and I'm going to give it away. I'm going to give the game away. Do you know? Okay, it was Hiltz. Captain Hiltz. Jeez. Not very good at film trivia. Okay, almost 500 of you. Okay. It was fantastic film. Here he is getting fucked up by the Rover for trying to escape. There is no escape. You can scream and you can shout, but there is no way out. There is a way out. It's clearly a way out. We can change the entire world by changing the way we think, and that's the end of it. And getting it right. It is a hack. It's a hack for the universe once you get it right. It is tricky because you gotta like really watch your thoughts. And, like you just you think something, you think, fuck me, shit, I got to let's unwind that one. Because sometimes it's just thoughts just shit out of nowhere, don't they, guys? And you're just like, whoa. I'm not sure what's happening with her head, where looks a little bit on the demonic side, and she got a red cape, but let's not be judgmental. Might be all good. Whoa, look at that ginger beauty. Wonder what she's thinking about. She's miles away, isn't she? God, look at all that luscious ginger hair. Oh, she's thinking about pondering death and the meaning of life. She's philosophical thinking, she is. She looks intelligent. This one, yeah, she feels no fear because she's too stubborn and she's too strong. But they've stuck her in a room with a demon and he's just going on and fucking on and boring her ass off. And she just doesn't bother her. Do you know why? Because she is recalcitrant. She's recalcitrant. Okay. Now, this is a medieval document. This guy's reading some sort of literature. And he's walking on one leg and a penis, which is completely normal. Right, more. This is literally reality, guys. Yeah, all these demons are on the bed. She's smiling. They give him names as well. He's licking his lips. That's dirty. He's like, look again. Smell my finger. Oh my God, what is wrong with this reality, guys? Don't It's not me. I didn't make the rules. It's not my reality. Anyway, I'm not allowed to mention what's going on here, the obvious fact of what's going on here. For some reason, because of the elections and stuff, I'm not allowed to say the words outright. But I feel uncomfortable with that. If I was sat opposite a woman and she was interviewing me, yeah, I wouldn't like deliberately look because that would be rude, wouldn't it? And I'd stare at people's crutches. But like, it's just literally in your face. I'd have to say something. It's like, fucking hell, love. Isn't that hurting? Anyway, here's the Olympics last night. He snapped his neck in 3 places. But weirdly won as well at the same time. Superman is in this as well. This is China. This is he will be executed. All his family and everyone in his family that ever was will all be executed. You can't fail in China. Have you got a basket case at home? Well, if you have got a basket case, you can take it out for a walk on a little pair of wheels. It doesn't have to be in the basket all day. I don't know anyone who's got a basket case, but I'm sure some of you have. Have you got a basket case at home? Well, if you have, take it out for a walk, for fuck's sake. So this is a female serpent's intestine. She ate a dude. I'm just letting you know, right, that she ate a dude. He's in the digestive tract. It's just letting you know in advance, guys. Maybe that's why she's called succubus. I thought it was something to do with sucking a bus, but it's not. This woman's got a lizard neck and she's smoking a bong. That's what gave her the... And it's hammer and sickle. Bloody communist. I think this is brilliant. I think this should be introduced. Maybe you should have like self-lobotomy kits in the chemist. Could I have a 4mm width phlebotomy kit? Yes, remember not to hit the eye. Yeah, I know, I won't. Yeah, dig it in deep, wiggle it around, and eventually you'll come to your senses. Because apparently a lobotomy chills you right the fuck out. Yeah, and feels nice. Apparently it's like very, very sexy feeling. I don't know. I've never had a lobotomy. Would I have one? I don't know. I wouldn't consider it out. Maybe it'll just shut me up. I'm only joking. Who loved this film? Another world, another time, another age of wonder. It was so the old world. Lobotomy made them cooperative. Yeah, it did. It shut them up. It made them docile. So yeah, the scalp. Have you noticed how much of I look like a gelfling? I could be a gelfling creature. No, I could. And skelting. Oh, it's a skelting. Dark Crystal's brilliant. I love that film. Frank Oz in it. Okay, this is an interesting film. They call her One Eye. Why would that be? The movie that has no limit of evil. Fucking hell. That sounds good. She's got boomstick. The Thief of Baghdad. Do you think this is just bad press against Arab nations making, because you've got like Alibaba and the 40 thieves, the Thief of Baghdad. They keep saying that they're thieving stuff. It's like without evidence, but I'm just saying they all look like Bluto as well. Have you noticed this? So he's a giant genie. Yeah. I want to get a little bit of this flying carpet going. I got a carpet on my wall, but it don't fly. I've been trying for years. Anybody got any flying carpet stuff out there? Can you contact me? Thank you. So, do you know the spinning ball, the watery ball everyone thinks they live on, or a lot of people think they live on, not us lot, just the other lot. If you take the water off, apparently it looks like that. So it looks exactly like everything else in the solar system. Like not, except for maybe the exception of Phobos. Yeah, so it's not round or anything, is it? It's just this fucked up weird blobby shape. And then the water apparently makes it, according to fucking Neil Digress, a pear, a bit chubby in the middle like him. Right, I'm intrigued. Here's Hairy Mary, the Sacred Mary Mother. She looks lovely with her crimped hair. I wonder how she done that. She looks loaded. Spectator your soul. Anyway, what book is she reading, do you think? Well, it can't be the Holy Bible, can it? Maybe she's reading the Old Testament. I'm just intrigued because, like, obviously it's not the New Testament because look, all the jewels on Mother Mary. And then she has him in a van or in a stable. She's fucking loaded. Yo. So we're coming up to 2 hours and 40 minutes of Flat Earth British. Wow. They went quick. This time's gone quick today. I just want to chuck this out there. I'm going to show some. I got these. The Book of Knowledge. I had this off Jason last year. It's got 550 pictures of. I don't even know what, actually. I haven't been through it. So, Gone with the Wind. That's me after a curry. I went to a curry house. I said, I'd like a chicken tarka. She said, don't you mean a chicken tikka? I said, no, a tarka, because they're hot, because they're hotter. Okay, don't worry about that. Homemade jokes are never the best. So yeah, mushroom supplements. Now I've been trying them. I do feel a difference in them. And there is a code you can find in the chat below. It's a Flaterday code for like money off. And just got to quote my show. And let me know if you do get any. Let me know what you're feeling, because I've got no one to correspond with what I'm experiencing while I'm taking these things. Sure. So they're like a mixture of like chugger and all these different sort of shroomages, not psychedelic shrooms, just organic shrooms. They make you feel really well. And I think there's definitely, I think mushrooms could save the world, guys, because I watched a documentary just the other day about the lattice that is created from fungi, and they can build upon it. They can do synthetic fuel. They could replace, mushrooms could replace gasoline and plastics. You can make plastics on the basis of the lattice were created by fungi. It's just incredible. They're creating a whole science, and it'll just be like an organic back base to it. It'll be really, really good. I think they should definitely go with that. Don't you? That's why the mushroom never went to a party, because he wasn't a fungi. Oh, he was a fungi. Don't worry. I fucked that joker. What was that? Thank you for doing that, Pamela Swan. Rise above on the 23rd of August. That's a way off, isn't it? Well, something good. We need mushrooms, Ray. We do need mushrooms. They're part of our physiology. They are technology, and they treat bits of us too. They take us a long way from who we truly are, don't they? With all of that chemically nasty shit that they have people on. Anyway, so let's move on. And I'm wondering about these. These are really early. I got the dates from them down here. 1870s of Rome. And these are the Spanish Steps. Now, the weird thing about this, okay, is it's the center of Rome, and there's still bits mud flooded, yet there is nobody hardly around. Got a ghost there, a ghost there. But, if you show a comparison in the modern day for the streets of Rome, and the sun's quite high here, so it's not like early in the morning. So where the fuck is everybody in these pictures of Rome? Wow, look at Castle D'Angelo. That was it's a star photo, it is. But look at the HD clarity for the 1870s. And why is the bridge so dirty? And why is the statue so dirty? There's no cars. Why is everything so dirty? It's really weird. Stinking on the bridge. But that's a star fort. And there was a giant sort of aerial on it in the past, but not many people around. 1859. Fuck me, that's early, isn't it? 1859. Photographs on that resolution, 1859. Psh, craziness. So in Rome, 1859, it's got that vanilla sky thing going on again, and it doesn't seem to be anyone at home again. There's no birds in the sky. One or two people, but they could be the skeleton crew. That's in the St. Peter's Basilica, the wobbly column thing. No people in the Basilica. It's called ROM, like CD-ROM. Huh. Weird. Where is everybody? Oh yeah, Greg. Oh yeah. Roman holiday. I watched Charade with Audrey Hepburn and fuck me, Cary Grant. Only the other week, and I totally loved it. But I did have a little spate of watching musicals. Don't laugh at me. I watched Guys and Dolls. Frank Sinatra was in it. Oh, it was fucking brilliant. Listen, Guys and Dolls is a proper good film. Don't laugh. It's on YouTube. I love a good old. I like Singing in the Rain would be a good film as well. I love these musicals, these happy feeling musical films. One of my favorite as a kid was On the Town. Yeah, when they were three sailors and Sid Charisse, and he picks up Sid Charisse and the three women, and he does the dance with the buckets on their feet. Oh, I love that. Gene Kelly was brilliant, one you guys. God, just wow. All of them. The whole heyday of them musicals. How did they fucking just phenomenal people compared to today? Jesus. There's no one like Gene Kelly or Fred Astaire or fucking, I don't know, Rita Hayworth or any of them fucking people around like that. No, none. Ginger. Fred and Ginger. That's supposed to be Roman. Look at it. Stinking. So everything's covered in shit. There's a few plants there. That doesn't. Oh, hang on. There's a cats there. They've moved, but still, cats there. It doesn't seem to be a lot of population. Give me the benefit of the doubt. It's a Roman holiday. Oh, okay. We try. God loves a trier. That's what my mum always said. And she said, when it goes to shit, Matt, there's always something around the corner. And I tell you what, she was right with that. She was. You just got to wait. You just got to get through it. And you got to keep your vibe up, even though it's pants. You got to know it's going to get better. And it's done for a reason. It's usually for us to learn. Unfortunately, it's tough. Look at that mud flooded door. And this building. Look at it. Fucking hell. Wow. These look half buried, don't they, them pillars? And that old stone, the facade's missing off that, isn't it? I don't know, maggot on it. Wow. There was all reliefs around here of Roman stuff. Okay. That was amazing, that one. 1859. Fucking hell. So that's the forum. I've been to the forum. There's all like chessboards and draft boards on the floor. Apparently 2,000 year old, they were playing chess and drafts on the floor. So there's still a good bit of mud in here, but you got to wait till the 1930s till Mussolini gets his fucking shit together and gets that mud out of it. Oh, there's two people. In a city that used to have 1 million. Look at it compared to the modern stuff. This. Love to see it in its heyday, this world, guys. Just see what it was. But it's nothing like the movies show you, for sure. I bet they're just incredible culture. I bet they had incredible food. Why food would have been amazing. Why are they always carrying the menorah? I did put that into my first book, that it was some sort of orgon device that affected weather. Because it looks like a tree and it reaches out into the ether. And the Jewish people have great reference for it, and apparently Rome has it as well. So maybe more going on. Yeah, it's pretty good photos, these. So early. These are the earliest I've seen of Rome. So essentially, this is a Roman building. When I went to Rome, I went into a tower block, 6 stories, and they said it was Roman, but they were like empty rooms. And I stood in one. I remember thinking, oh, fuck me, 2,000 years of babies being born and people making love and cooking food and doing all that fucking stuff in year for 2,000 years. And it just blew my head off. And I was like, wow, but it looks so modern. That's what I was thinking. It looks so modern. Yeah, no shit. Fucking hell. Not 2,000 years old, that's why. Same as a Colosseum. Parthenon, all of it. In there, I've been in there. I'm probably the only person in 2,000 years that got chased by the security guards for not paying for a ticket. I had money. I was just winding him up. It's like, it's pointless going to Italy as a Welshman. It would be insulting the Italians not to fucking wind them up, wouldn't it? So I did a little. Why did they block that up? I know what you're thinking. Why'd you do such things? I don't even know. Some sort of mental illness going on. There's something going on in that temple. They've blocked it all off. They do it with a lot of them. Well, I've had to put an age on that monster, but really high windows. So 460 of you still in the house. Thank you for being here. We're coming up to the 3-hour mark in a minute, guys, and we'll be leaving it at that. I'm going to come back and give you all a few shouts and thanks for being here on a Flaterday. Oh my God. That's quite beautiful, isn't it? All the water running off the land. Nice for showers in the morning. Oh. Bit cold though. You always see these over churches, even in London Cathedral here and different churches. It's these. It looks like a technology. Sometimes they have 7, like the 7 domes of heaven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, possibly 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, possibly 7. Got griffins on it. 7 vaults of heaven. Maybe. Just imagine walking around this with no people around, looking at this. Your mind would be blown, wouldn't it? Wow, look at that old device. What? It's got like a building on the side. Like a 3-story wooden building. Stairs going up to it. And another one there. I don't know what to make of that. That's just nutty, isn't it? I've seen anything like that before. There's even artworks on this. I'm guessing it's from the, Gothic period, Middle Ages, but oh, fuck me. Why do they have the windows so high? Can't see through them, and the levels of the floors are massive, like for giants. All right, I think Rome's ruling class at some period were giants. I think so. Some of the pictures shown us in the past. 2 doors as well. Seem to have 2 doors. One to go in a sinner and one to come out cleansed. There's Moses, horny Moses with his horns. And the bookie, he's got the tablets with his rule set. How's that going down for you, Moses? Did you pull that off? No, nobody listened to a fucking word, did they? No. Bloody programming. Shit, there's big piles of shit in St. Peter's Square. And a little bit of scaffolding around lampposts. 0 people. Again. Here's the Vatican up here. For some reason, the Vatican needs to be a star fort. Religious people need a fort to protect them. Yep, guys, that's right. 440 of you. On Monday, it's been confirmed. Myself, Campbell, Paul Cook, and Jason of Archaics, all on the same hangout over on Archaics channel. As soon as that goes live or that video goes up, I'll share it on this channel. Make sure to go over there. I can imagine it being a big night. And a lot of people are going to be really excited about that, seeing us all together. So that's going to be really groovy. And I'm looking forward to it myself. So make sure to be here on Monday for that. At around 10 p.m, I think it is British summertime. Still no fuckers around, is there? Still nobody around. So like nobody really. considering. And there's the Tiber. There's a railway bridge by here somewhere. You go over on the train, you can see that view, which I see. First time I seen St. Peter's. I was like, oh, there it is. I thought it was bigger, but I always think things are bigger. And I'm always like thinking, oh, okay, no, it's not what I thought. Instead of, oh, wow, it's amazing. It blew my head off. I was like, oh, fucking hell. But that's just me. I'm a history complainer. It should be better. Like Tartaria. That's just me, though. Wow, that's amazing, that villa, isn't it? Full of Phoenician bas reliefs. And I think that's the Spanish steps there. Why they call Spanish steps in Rome is beyond me. I'm sure there's a reason for it. I'm sure these are these Roman apartment blocks, these ones. Because this is the forum. And look how low in the ground that column is. The arch is this much into the ground. They dig all that out in the 30s at the ground level. Shit, look at that. Mud's all up against it. So I'm not sure what arch that is. It's not the Constantine arch, but it's sad to believe in it. It's supposed to be 2,000 years old. It's very movie-like, you know. It gets people in and they're like, wow, look at this old shit. Who built this shit? Wow, my mind's blown. It's an old movie set. They don't use it anymore. So it went big effort to do it. I've seen the expositions. Apparently they did that. Look at this. It's all covered in mud. Up there. There's no doubt the Rome was mud flooded. No doubt. Look at it. All buried. This has been obviously dug out. Wow. Amazing. Thank you, Hippie Shake. That's the Constantine Arch. I've walked through that up towards the Colosseum on the Sacred Row, or Sacred Row, whatever it's called, which I've done a few times. And in there, I've been in. They took that floor out. That floor's not there anymore. They took it out. There's all vaults and stuff. They haven't got a floor on it anymore in the modern day. I wonder what this thing was outside the Colosseum. See on so many pictures. It's like comb shaped. And there's the Constantine Arch. And that comb thing again. Yeah, it'd be great to time travel, wouldn't it? It doesn't look like all that happened long ago, though, does it? Horseshoe magnets demagnetized the troops on the way back. That old bit of concrete crap there, the Parthenon, apparently 2,000 year old. They say. Oh, the fibbers. Just don't buy it. Look at these going under the city, into the catacombs. You can walk around under Rome, no problemo. Most cities, actually, of the world. But yeah, they got the Phoenicians, Metics, ancient Rome. I bet that's Reddy's Cape. They got flying horses. Flying fucking horses, I ask you. And this is used to bring the water all the way to Rome from Tuscany, apparently, all the way. From aquifers in the former Etruscan Empire, bring water all the way to Rome. To these fountains, that amazing plumbum lead fittings to power them. Can you imagine the power needed for powering these? 1850, 51. Fucking hell. What's that? That one's not active, obviously. So, yeah, there's loads of Roman shit hanging around where I live still. There's a Roman villa just down the road, but they just say it's Roman. Can't see it. There's no proof to it. Why would they have that water feature like that, guys? Surrounded by railings like that. So no one drowns in it. Yeah, I imagine it was beautiful as well. I can imagine flowers and all different cultures and smells and spices and fruits, and pretty much like it is in modern day cities in Italy, I should imagine, like Naples, or Rome in the modern day. I don't think things change that much. You've got the same types of people around. There's nothing new under the sun, really, guys. They had propaganda, they had bread and circuses, they had mind control, they had everything that we got now. Okay, stop sharing. Still 403 hours. I smashed it. 3 hours on a Flaterday night. So I want to give you all a big, wiggly, buzzy fat thumbs. It's gone dark. In the meantime, we're coming up to 11 o'clock British time. So, yeah, keep an eye on my community page. Anything that's times for this classic hangout that's going to happen. Seminal moment in truth. Ta-da! It's going to be exciting. And Holistic Media, who is our lovely friend, India Wilson. And there's lovely Pamela Swan, who's bringing the woohoo to the gang. Okay. Wiggly Firms, Alvar and Ian, thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing my Brian. This is what I've been thinking about, sharing a dream. Literally came from a dream. So I'm going with it. Read Nothing Strange in Reality. Graham, good to see you. Flat thumbs to you, my brother. Bob, thank you, my friend. And Jess and Artemis. And Farina's in the house. Good to see you, sweetness, too. Who else we got? We got Mel in the house. Of the Mel and Raina listed. Hi. Lovely Italy. Yes, it is. And Beru and Joy and Maggie and Epi. Hope everything's okay with Epi. I think has calmed down. Home Bliss and 7-0 and Hippie Shake. In your life. Sheila. I must admit, I'm wondering where all the flying horses are being hidden. Yes, they don't tell you shit, do they, about reality? Imagine little flying donkeys, guys. Little fluffy flying donkeys. E-oh! Flying in. See, that's a better reality right there. Ghost Dancer. Brother of Aldis and Chaza. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed the little giggles. And I will be back very soon. I haven't had too much time this week. It's been a bit crazy. Definitely be there. Yeah, cool. Thanks. It's been a bit crazy. So it's just getting my shit together and sharing what I've learned this week. I've learned it's all bollocks. And there's no point worrying because I'm an eternal soul. We are eternal souls passing through. And we had loads to think about philosophically there as well. Dallas is in the house. Home Bliss. Thanks for showing the circuit board infrastructure French fried. Yes, indeed. So I got French fried. Toasted, I tell you, toasted. David, good to see you. And Unslaved, thank you for your time as well. Thank you for spending. I'm going to go watch one of the next boys for a nice cup of tea. I've got 4 episodes to go. Totally enjoying that. Love D'Angelo. Thanks, my brother. Always empty my time with you good people. Put me right in a good mood. Much love to you, Marty, the OG of our community. Oh, thanks, love. That's really sweet. Archaic rocks. And you, Martin, keep faith, folks. Ian, it's going to be epic. And there's Mel in those, the other Mel. Thank you. So make sure the thumbs up and all of the other good things. Donate if you want to. And Hippie Shake's just sharing that link there. We help immensely. New guy. You're not necessarily the new guy, though, are you? Flying donkeys. E-oh! As they fly in like that. And then they just in your neck like that. And then you just go, ah. Because they're really lovely and fluffy, as we all know. They're like bunny rabbits of Horse Kingdom. Romanian Bear, thanks, my brother. Thanks for being here as well, as always. In the Truther community. Crazy, crazy guys. Red Cloud Trivia, thank you for being here. You epic people. Stay awesome. And hopefully take on board a little bit of my advice. My bro is in the boys. Good, Danny. Yeah, it's good. It's funny. It's crazy. The deep it just drives me mad. Yes, yes. Lobotomies. Splendid. What? Yes, they sound awesome. I don't think they hurt. I'm not sure. Find somebody who's had a lobotomy, get him to message me, okay? If you know any friends who've had lobotomies, tell them to send me a message. PM me. I had a lobotomy, man. And now I like Taylor Swift. So, fucking hell. All right. Super Truther. Yeah, sure crazy. Must be proud to be crazy. Because if you ain't going to get a little crazy, just like the song says. CeeLo Green. You're going to get a little crazy. Awesome song that was. Brilliant video. Stu, thank you for being here. I'm not going to go on about music for hours. Just want to breathe. Okay. But let's have a breathe and peace of mind. Chill. There you are. So I hope you all have an excellent rest of your day. Awesome weather in Britain tomorrow. Get out there and enjoy it. I am. I'm not going to miss a single sun ray. Not me. Yes, Mo. Thanks, my bro. Not me. Yeah, I'm going to be out in that sun enjoying it tomorrow. So make sure to catch up. And make sure to like this video if you did, in fact, like it. And share it, as I said. Thanks, vibes. Okay, that's me for this week. I'll be back soon, though, guys. Okay. Got more time on my hands next week for more content. Thank you, Manage. Thank you for all your shares and sharing out as well. You, my good man. You're very kind indeed. Okay, then. Peace and love. Wiggly flat firms. Keep it flat and keep it epic. Above all, stay epic.